listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Mamba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? Break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? Break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? Looking at that ass, make a brother need crash. Assuring your booty get any bigger, you gon'
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Mamba. And we're back after a week hiatus. We gave you that 2-hour episode, and now we're back.
Technically, there was no hiatus if they listened to us and only played half of
But-
it.
If they followed instructions as they were told.
From what I've heard, nobody followed instructions.
Yeah, our listeners aren't the brightest bulbs in the batch.
If they would have.
It's like we did the Netflix route. We just released it all. And then, like, they're supposed to consume it at their leisure. And they all binged.
And then when you complain, like,
I got to wait a whole year.
the next day, I got to wait a whole year. Well, like, if you would have watched an episode a month, you wouldn't have complained.
It's true. Well, if I am in that boat, though, I watched half an episode of Marvel's Luke Cage.
I don't really care for it.
You didn't? I watched half of one, and the one half I saw was okay. But there was
Okay.
like no superhero-ness in it.
I take it back. It's not that I don't care for it. It's just that the acting is so horrendous that I just...
The acting is bad. Off that one half episode I saw, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Like the main
Yeah.
guy, I think Michael Coulter. I mean, he's cool, but his acting is just atrocious.
I thought it was I thought the acting would get better throughout the series, but just like I said, I've only watched half an episode, and the half episode the acting was horrendous. The fucking I'm sure there's no spoilers in this first half episode that I'm going to talk about right now. Like they were in the barbershop, the main barber, the old guy.
Yeah.
That guy sucks as an actor. And then the basketball player, whoever the fuck he was, the other guy that was cutting his hair, that motherfucker sucks too. Like,
Yeah.
the little bit that I saw, the acting was just bad.
It gets better.
The
Not according to
villain...
Mamba.
Okay, I'm on episode 4, but I haven't brought myself to watch anymore. But the villain is pretty good. He makes a show. But enough about that.
As much as Jessica Jones was bad, at least the acting wasn't bad.
Jessica Jones was pretty
The
good.
acting was pretty spot on, but it's just the storyline was pretty bad.
Anyway, we digress.
Yeah, enough about that. So how have you guys been?
Good, you know.
So, Junkyard, you look a little married.
You look domesticated.
I mean, it doesn't really count, though, because it's Mexico, right?
You know, I went to Mexico, hung out a little bit, got a little married, not much.
So
Not much going on
So,
where is your wife?
in Mexico,
Why?
where she belongs.
like, I don't understand. I don't understand why she's not here.
I mean, cause who wants their wife with them all the time, nagging them?
That's true.
I told you. You just did the most American thing possible. You went over to a foreign country, you saw some property, you claimed it, and then you just abandoned it.
Like the moon?
You're supposed to bring that back with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
And make her work for free.
Neil Armstrong didn't bring the moon back when they captured that.
But
Speaking of it, there's a video I saw the other day of Buzz Aldrin punching a guy that was talking shit, saying that they never landed on the moon. It was a hoax. I thought it was pretty funny.
That's a stupid.
no,
conspiracy
it was.
theory.
It was a hoax. It was the moon landing was directed by Stanley Kubrick.
It was not a fucking hoax.
There is a theory about it.
because
Yeah, I know, because
the,
he
U-
was-
the
he was-
U.S. was super butthurt that Russia was gonna beat us.
Yeah, so they
They're
staged
like we
a fake-
gotta pretend like we've been there.
There's a scene in The Shining, I read a theory about it, where the little kid, the main kid, he has a shirt with an astronaut on it, and the scene is supposed to, I think the whole movie is supposed to be an apology for faking the moon landing. Oh, I found my thing though. So,
That
read
sounds,
that theory.
That sounds stupid.
You don't think Stanley Kubrick...
No.
So we
Can't
never.
do
I
that.
don't think he directed the fucking.
Have you seen 2000...
in one Space Odyssey?
Yes. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. But
Really?
Have you seen Clockwork Orange?
Yeah, I have seen Clockwork Orange.
If you see 2001
I've
Space
watched
Odyssey...
Almost
you will
all, I've
believe.
watched almost all Stanley Kubrick's movies except for 2001: Space Odyssey. I saw Clockwork Orange, Shining, Eyes Wide Shut.
All right, so moon landing was a hoax.
Moon
Bush-
landing was not a hoax.
Moon landing was a hoax. Bush did 9/11. Right, let's move on.
Yeah. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Nope. The only thing that melts steel beams are dank memes.
Dank memes.
Dank memes melt steel beams, not jet fuel. So Bush did 9/11.
Anyway, So yeah, all right.
So how does that work? Do you go to Mexico and you're like,
We haven't been on for 2 weeks, and this is what we talk about. Very compelling stuff, gentlemen.
Hey, who cares? I mean, I'm sure our listeners missed us, so anything that they get, they're gonna love. We can feed them scraps, and they'll love
That's
it.
true. I have a newfound desire to do this podcast. Not one to brag, but I seen our ratings, and now I feel compelled to.
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going.
Like
on.
there's we discussed this, but ratings have been going up considerably, and I don't think the quality of the show has gotten better.
Yeah, I mean we've been
pretty consistent with
we've
the
been
crap we
doing
dish out.
getting gradually better, and then for some reason last week the 2-hour episode.
But yeah, I don't know what happened, but I guess that's good.
Are you guys spreading the word? Are the fans
yeah, 'cause
listening?
So we were talking about this, and we were all accusing each other of paying for promotion. We're like, fucking Junkyard, are you paying for promotion?
Because on Facebook, when you have a group, you can pay X amount of dollars to promote your page, and they'll advertise it for you, and they kind of put it in your face. They're like, "Hey, pay us some money." I'm like, "No, we're not gonna do
fuck
that."
But then all of a sudden, these ratings keep going up. We're like, all right, which one of you motherfuckers is paying?
One of you guys is paying, and I don't know who.
Yeah,
I'll
but
find out.
sooner or later.
Yeah. Sooner or later, when that one party comes to collect, hey, you owe money, then we'll know who it was.
So our last episode, I'm not gonna tell the listeners, but you guys follow me here. Our last episode so far is at.
So basically, it's our best. It's our best.
It's
one,
our best one.
Which is considering that everyone. I think before this, the best one was episode 1. And that's only because I guess it was the first one. People are curious.
People were like, "Let's see what these motherfuckers talk about."
Yeah, and this one has significantly more listeners than the first one.
So thanks, guys. If it is you,
So yeah,
go out there, go rate us on iTunes or iTunes. Give us a 5. That's what you could go to, rate 5.
Yeah, 5 stars. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to, but
give us a 1.
even if you feel like giving us a 1, just give us a 5.
Just do us a solid.
Yeah, give us 5 1s if you feel that strongly. If you feel that strongly about our podcast that it's terrible, give us the worst rating. Give us 5 1s.
But all in the same review.
Yeah.
Don't separate them. Because don't go through all that hassle.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and do it all at once. Just knock it all at once. So, guys, while we were gone these last couple of weeks, our email blew up a little bit.
Ooh.
All by the same person, but blew up nonetheless.
It still counts.
Man, or do we got enough storage on our inbox? I think it caps at 20 gigs.
Something like that.
Damn, do we got enough?
Yeah, we got enough.
All right.
Anyway, all right. So let's start off with the first email. It says, "What's up?" And it's from our friend Pancho Villa. I mean, if you want to call him a friend, that isn't really a friend.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Anyway, it says, "What up, NKOTP? New tricks on the pod. It's everyone's favorite Facebook troll, Panch. My question for the week is, who is the person you've hated / dislike most in the world? What's the story behind it? Pancho Savage."
So should we all take turns saying the person that we hate?
Yes.
Who have you hated the most?
So are we talking about real people or people not necessarily fictional, but people that we don't know, like celebrities?
I'm just gonna
Since
go.
he didn't mention, let's go one of each.
Okay.
So one celebrity or one
And one real person, I think.
one real person and one fiction or celebrity.
Yeah.
Okay, who goes first?
We're gonna do
Tony.
I don't have a celebrity right now, so
All right, Tony, go ahead.
We're doing who do I hate? Hate. I think I do real person. I don't dislike a lot of people, but there was one person that I really, really strongly disliked, and it was one guy that I used to work with at Best Buy.
That's me. Go ahead.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm looking at our reviews for iTunes and
Well, stop doing
it makes a
that.
weird noise. But go ahead.
How does that make noise?
I don't know. It's iTunes. iTunes, it's making noise. But go ahead. No big deal. I was looking at the reviews. It's probably gonna make one more time because I click on something else. Ah, no, it didn't. All right, go ahead.
Anywho, it was just this one guy I used to work with. He was a total douchebag, completely I've never ever met someone that was as self-centered as this guy. This guy would just talk about himself.
I think I know who you're talking about.
All
Is this the person that we that
time.
we mutually know that worked with us?
Maybe, but always talked about himself, and like, and he knew it. And I remember we get into arguments, and he's like, "Oh well, you know,
or is it your boy that's on that advertises?
Oh no, he's not. I didn't hate him.
Oh, I thought you just really disliked that guy.
I do dislike him, but I didn't hate him.
Oh, okay.
No, this guy, I just hate him because he was like, I've never met someone that was so self-centered, and he thought he was a shit at like everything he touched, and then like, and the thing is like when people called him out on it, he's like, oh well, it's all about confidence, you know, like you gotta have, and he like made it seem like that was a good quality that he had, that he was as arrogant as he was, but no, we didn't really get along. He worked in a different department, so thankfully I didn't have to work with him as much, but working in the same retail locale, you know, you did have to interact, and I dreaded those moments.
Did his name rhyme with Messi?
Es posibilidad. That is French for possibility. And as far as I see fictitious character
Or celebrity.
Or
It doesn't have to be
celebrity.
fictitious. It could be real.
I would say I don't think I've ever loathed anyone as much as Justin Bieber.
That's a good one.
I don't know. I think the kid's just a total fucktard. Like, and the reason I classify him as like in that category was because out of all the celebrities I hate or famous people I don't like, he is the one that I would be least upset about if he like died. I would be like, eh. So that's how I know. Other ones that I don't like, I'm like, oh man, it's sad. I feel bad for their families. But him, I'm like, oh, your dad's a douche too, so I don't really give a fuck.
Your dad's, I don't know who his dad is.
He's a fucking douche too. That's all you need to know. So yeah, Justin Bieber, he could kick rocks for all I care. Really hate him. There's a great video of him attempting to skateboard, and he busts his ass
yeah, he falls on his
twice
back.
in a row. It is the funniest shit.
And then he tries to like jump
on it and
like
just
literally
busts his
jump
ass
on
again.
a skateboard.
It is great.
You don't jump on a moving skateboard. That's,
Oh, apparently you do. Anyway, kid's a total fuckwad. Hate him.
Mamba.
all right, the person that I hate. It's not that I hate him. He kind of has the same thing with Tony. He's overly confident, and I can't really be mad at him for it. But I get so irritated with him. I just want to choke him, and because he's so small, I think he's like 5'3", but he has the confidence of a 6'5" man, which is good. It's good to be confident, but it just makes him really obnoxious. So, and he does some of the silliest shit. Like when we get out of work sometimes, like when we get out of work at night, we get out at 10:30. And I've seen him walk out with sunglasses. And give me a name. Give me a fake name.
Johnny.
All right, Johnny. I'm like, Johnny, why are you wearing sunglasses? He's like, cut. And he has a leather jacket on. He's like, cuz, man, you know, I got to look fresh out here. I was like, okay. So he walks out at 10:30 at night with sunglasses. And then the next day, he gets out of work at 3 o'clock and he's walking out without his sunglasses. I'm like, Johnny, you didn't bring your sunglasses? And he looked at me like I was fucking stupid. And he was like, no, man, it's raining. I was like, all right. But it's the afternoon. It makes more sense for you to wear your sunglasses now than it did last night at 10:30.
Not to Johnny.
He's like, yeah, but it's raining, so I'm not going to wear
This Johnny, is his last name Cage?
It might as well be. And he's kind of new to my job. And I know he wants to make it a good name for himself. But the thing that bothers me, he's always like putting himself in everybody's like busy, like with our bosses or supervisors. He's always having conversations with them. He's like, he tries to seem like he knows more than he does. Like one day we got this new manager and he was talking to her like he's been there for years. He was like, yeah, you're going to be surprised by the numbers that we do fourth quarter during Christmas. I'm like, motherfucker, you weren't even here during Christmas last year. What are you talking about? So Johnny gets on my nerves. And you know what? He means well. And that's why I feel bad about it. But he's just a little shit.
All right.
What about
Oh, celebrity?
celebrity or fictional?
Let me guess this one, Mamba. Kanye West.
Why would I hit him?
Because he's a douche.
You know what? This is going to be my gripe, but I'll do it now.
No, save for the
No, I'm
we
going
don't-
to
we don't have
do it
grapes.
right now.
Play the music.
I'm going to do it now.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So while we were on our hiatus, while Junket was in Mexico, I actually went to go see Kanye West perform at the United Center October 8th. And I was excited about it. I spent a lot of money on the tickets.
Oh, so they weren't fake?
No, they weren't. And I'll get to that too, because I had a mini heart attack with that. So what he shows up, and this is his first performance back after his wife Kim Kardashian gets robbed in Paris.
Supposedly.
Allegedly, okay.
It was staged.
It was to distract us from other things.
Yes.
So I was expecting to come out and go on to one of his infamous rants, maybe say a little bit more because he's in Chicago. This is his hometown. It's United Center. It's a big, Chicago landmark where the Bulls played. He always references Michael Jordan. And he came out, did his performance, and didn't say anything. I think at one time he said it's good to be home, but that was about it. He came on, played for an hour and a half, and then just walked off the stage. And I thought it was intermission. I was like, is that it? And everybody else was just standing there is it time to go? And then once I saw them taking down the stage, I was like, this motherfucker. I spent hundreds of dollars on here. He doesn't even say thanks, guys. He could say thanks or hey, appreciate it. But he just got up and walked out.
You know why? Because he doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah, he doesn't appreciate it, and it was really upsetting. So you figure he would just give a more heartfelt performance,
especially Chicago.
Yeah, but then somebody explained it to me his wife just got robbed or whatever.
Allegedly,
she's alive.
She's alive.
Allegedly.
And it was days before.
Days after.
So. Not only that, it was fake. She did not get robbed.
She just did it for the insurance.
They did it for the insurance.
So, but yeah, that was
allegedly.
That was a big letdown.
You know what was a big letdown? The fact that. No, I'm not gonna say it.
What were you gonna say?
The fact that those alleged robbers didn't actually use the gun.
Oh my!
Damn.
Maybe you shouldn't have said that.
Tell us how you really feel.
I didn't say to kill her. Maybe shot her.
How else do you
shot her? I don't know. Shoot her in the knee or something.
In the implant?
Yeah.
In the butt?
The butt implant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all that silicone would stop a bullet.
Yeah.
So at worst, she might have a flesh wound.
All right, and talking about our fake tickets, they weren't fake, but there was some difficulties. So we get there pretty early, me and my girlfriend, and I wasted so much because we get there super early.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, we talk about this every time.
Junkyard, do you know about this?
No.
You
have a girlfriend?
What?
Yeah, apparently you have a wife. You have a wife now. Things happen. Life changes. So I wanted to get there early. He didn't go on until 9. The ticket said 8. We ended up getting there 7. So
God damn.
Was there an opener?
No.
No?
No, it was an hour and a half. That's why I was like,
what the fuck? So nobody came out before him. It was just him for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of money. If I'd known that that would have happened, I probably wouldn't have gone. But I had fun. I was there with.
So you get there at 7 a.m.
Yeah, and
You're
I'm
in line
7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
It's
whatever.
not 7 a.m.
You got there at 7 a.m., waited till 8 p.m.
So once he's about to go on, these 4 Caucasian kids come up to us. And they're like, oh, you're in our seats. And I'm like, no, these are our seats. There was 4 of them. And so it was me and my girlfriend, and there was 2 more seats to the edge. So yeah, we have all 4 of these seats. I was like, no, you don't. We have these 2. So he went to get the concierge or whatever.
Called guest services.
Yeah, no, he went to the
usher.
lady. He went the usher.
No, they're called guest services.
Oh, apologies. She went to guest services. She came back and she was like, "What tickets you guys have?" And I was like, "The same tickets." She was like, "Oh, we got to figure this out." So they get a manager. Then the manager comes and pulls me and my girlfriend and the 2 kids. So there's 4 of us, and we got to go to guest services.
Oh, you mean that's guest relations.
Shut the fuck up, junkyard. Can I finish this?
These terms are important.
You really know how to ruin a good story.
Can I finish this, please?
You know what? Mute your own mic. Do yourself a favor.
God,
Mute yourself.
Yeah, this would go a lot faster.
I'll try to correct your terms. That's
what? You're just saying that.
You do realize your corrections have no bearing on the story.
I don't.
People still get what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, so the manager takes us to guest service. She's like, we got to just see which ones are fake. So I'm like, shit. And I got mine off of
Wait. So she said it like that?
Yeah, we got to see which ones are fake and which ones are. I'm like,
you got yours on a third-party site.
I got mine on a third-party site on Vivid Seats, and I was like, ours definitely fake. These kids are they're saying it underneath their breath. They're like, oh, we got ours off of Ticketmaster directly. I was like, fuck, we might just walk away now. So then she's at the counter, and she was like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah. She was like, are these your tickets? She's pointing at them. I'm like, yeah. She was like, can you come over here? And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for disappointment. And she's like, here are your tickets. These are real. You guys can enjoy the show. I was like, for real?
What?
She was like, yeah.
Like, fuck you. Did you give him you flick them off?
I just walked by. I was like,
Oh man!
tuh.
Did you
There-
spit on him? Look, did you at least turn your nose at him? Like, tuh.
I did. I was like, tuh, tuh. So I walked past, and then that was it. I got to enjoy
So
this.
what happened to the kids?
They got
They got bunk tickets. They claimed they got them on Ticketmaster, but apparently theirs weren't real. My girlfriend said that when they went to the counter and the usher showed the counter their tickets, the guy was immediately like, nah. So I don't know where the fuck they got their tickets.
the guy
from.
already knew.
Yeah, the guy already knew. Apparently, because like their tickets were blue also, which like ours were. I've seen Ticketmaster tickets before. They're usually just all white with gray,
With black, it's like black and red.
black and red.
Yeah.
There was like blue sections on their ticket. As soon as the guy seen them, he was like, nah, those aren't real. So yeah, we got.
How do they get in with those tickets? I don't get.
They still scan, which I don't know. I don't understand it. But
that's
apparently they were
interesting.
bunk. Yeah.
You know what? You know what else they could have done? They could have bought like cheaper tickets, got in with those, and then you try to use those tickets to sit where you were sitting.
They didn't get kicked out though, because when me and my girlfriend went back, the other two kids, because it was four of them, were sitting in their seats, and then they were there for a while. And then when Kanye West came out, the two kids that went with us to the counter, they came in and they got their friends, and they're like, hey, come on, and they didn't look like piss or something. Maybe they got different seats or
They
something.
probably got different seats.
Yeah, but I was just glad that they didn't kick us out. Like, oh, you got bootleg tickets.
I'm glad.
What would you have done if they would have been like, your tickets are
I
bunk?
probably would have went straight to the bar and got drunk. It would have saved me a lot of money though, because I spent so much money on liquor at the United Center.
Damn.
Like the drinks there, and I was buying for two, so that's like $24 per drink
per drink
per round.
okay. I mean, god damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
All right.
Oh, you got to say who you hate.
Oh, I hate Pancho Villa.
Wait.
No, just kidding.
Wait, is that real or fictional? Because technically, since we don't know him, he classifies as both.
He talks too much shit. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah,
that's
I
not,
think it's hilarious.
I'm just joking. That's not how I hate.
What were you gonna say?
So wait, so did you finish your?
Yeah, I hate Kanye West because he didn't. He oversold and very
Underperformed.
very underwhelming.
No, who do I hate? See, I don't really hate many people, but I do strongly dislike some people. One of the people I strongly dislike. Oh, here, I gotta put like a thing on this. I strongly dislike a person on Facebook, but when I see them in person, I don't dislike them as much. Like I feel like they're cockier on Facebook than they are in
Is this
person.
the guy that claims to be a good basketball player?
Yes.
But he cannot defend his way out of a paper bag,
Exactly.
and then he always talks about he could have made it.
See, like, cause
fuck that
when
guy.
I see him in person and I talk to him and stuff, like he's not a bad guy. Like I don't.
The guy
I don't.
he could beat Shannon Brown.
Yeah, that guy.
I also like to add, I also don't like this guy.
I don't like when I see him in person and whatnot. Like he. Oh, well, that's not true. If we're playing basketball, I dislike him. But like if we're not playing basketball and we're just like hanging out.
So if you
and
see him
whatever,
in person outside of a basketball setting, he's
exactly,
cool.
he's fine. He's
Inside
cool.
of a basketball setting,
inside of a
or on
basketball setting
Facebook,
or on Facebook,
he's a
he
total
is
shitbag.
a complete exactly. So there are qualifications, you know. Like, so I guess underneath it all, he's not a bad person, and I don't dislike him. But in certain situations, he's very dislikable. And a couple of those situations are that. There's another person I strongly dislike. My ex-girlfriend's
Just your ex-girlfriend.
boyfriend.
Just say your ex-girlfriend. She stole your TV.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't.
and your couch.
She was the thing. I don't dislike her. I mean, I'm upset and I'm mad about it, but I don't dislike her. Anyway,
Really? Fine. I'll dislike her for you.
her.
Don't worry. I'm working on a plan to get your couch back.
Thanks. Her sister's boyfriend. I dislike him.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
See, but I don't hate him. I just dislike him. A couple reasons why. A, he's a d-bag. He's kind of like a two-face. Like in front of you, he's like really cool, but like I feel like he's kind of like underneath it all, he's a douchebag. Cause like he's a real douchebag with her. Like he treats her like shit and whatnot. I don't know if he's changed. I doubt it, but
That's what she likes, though, right?
I guess.
So then he's being a good guy. Obviously.
But I don't know. She was always unhappy, and she's never left him.
So that means she likes it.
I guess, but it doesn't matter. Irregardless,
Doesn't make him a bad guy. It makes him a good guy because he is catering to what she likes.
I mean,
So you're the douchebag in this scenario.
well, I don't give a shit. He's a douchebag in my eyes because like she was a very nice person. I mean, yeah, she had her flaws. Everybody does, but like he didn't have to be a douche to her, you know. First of all, second of all, after we broke up, he by default he became the favorite boyfriend. I was the favorite boyfriend because he was a douchebag.
Wouldn't he be the only boyfriend?
Yeah.
Exactly. So by default, he's the
by
favorite.
default.
And I don't like that.
Oh,
I
that
didn't-
sucks, man.
I didn't want the douchebag to be the favorite.
Damn.
So when I broke up in that relationship, I became the douchebag, and he was the good guy.
So you made him look like a prince.
Exactly.
Just because he's still with her.
Exactly.
Even though he's just like shit.
You should have got
Exactly.
back with her just to prove
Yeah.
that you are.
So I don't like the fact that the douchebag became the good guy, and I became the douchebag. Like that makes
Not
me
only that,
upset.
but like,
Hey, you're what's the quote from Dark Knight?
not the
God
ex, not,
damn.
not the ex that she deserves.
No, the other one. Something about you're only a hero long enough until you become the villain or some shit.
Oh, you're either
Oh, you either die a hero or you live long
enough.
enough to be the villain.
Yeah.
You lived long enough to be the
Yeah,
I
villain.
did.
Dragon.
You're
Yeah.
right. I did. It was not good. But anyway, so yeah, I think that. Oh, my fictional dislike. Right now, I really, really, really dislike Donald Trump.
That's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Okay, another not so obvious dislike. Frankie Muniz.
Really?
What the fuck?
What do you have against Frankie Muniz?
He's a little douchebag. He was the Justin Bieber back before Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but at least he had a good show.
And Malcolm in the Middle was a great show.
Yeah. Just
I
contributed
actually
nothing.
I actually enjoyed the show as well, but I just didn't like him. He was
So
a little
you
douche
weren't-
outside. Like they did that whole punked. Remember when he did punk when Ashton Kutcher punked him? He was a little fuckhead.
I
And
haven't seen it.
He was talking about like how good at basketball he is, and like same thing like Justin Bieber thinks he's really good at basketball. Like he is Justin Bieber back in the day before Justin Bieber.
He's Bieber before Bieber.
He's Bieber before Bieber.
What? My mind is blown
And
right now.
He was in his Porsche and he thought he was such a badass because he had a Porsche and he
Bro,
drove
that's
fast.
Agent Cody Banks.
Get
You're
the
gonna
fuck
hate
out of here. He was a fucking douchebag.
Of course, he could do whatever he wants. The
So-
movie was good enough that they made a sequel.
Fra-
Big Fat Liar.
Agent Cody Banks 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, making shitty ass movies. The only thing he did good. Where is he now? Nowhere. He's washed up. So
I
go-
hear. Didn't he have some sort of like disease or something?
I don't know. Good.
Damn. And you guys are like ragging on me for saying like Kim Kardashian should have been shot. This motherfucker's like, good. I'm glad he's got a disease.
You guys are terrible people.
Anyway, fuck Frankie Muniz.
I think he has like that Benjamin.
I'm glad he's a nobody.
that Benjamin Button disease. Where
Oh!
ages in
This
reverse.
This
One more
you mean
person.
leukemia?
Actually,
Is that what Benjamin Button
No.
had? Leukemia?
No,
No.
all I know is that you died.
no. Actually, I just thought of somebody I hate more than Frankie Muniz.
This was the worst question. Like this brings out the worst in all of us.
Somebody else I hated more than Frankie Muniz. I just thought of right now. The
Who?
top of my hate list. Paula Dean. I fucking
Oh.
despise.
So if she
Paula Dean.
croaked, you would not be sad.
No, not be sad at all. When they threw that fucking turkey at her, that was like awesome.
Who threw a turkey at her?
She was giving out turkeys for like Thanksgiving, and some motherfucker just launched it at her and
Damn,
hit her with a
ungrateful
frozen
ass.
turkey.
Ungrateful ass motherfuckers.
Nope, she deserved it. I would have threw it at her too. I don't give a fuck how hungry I was.
You could have been starving.
Yeah, I still
You
threw that
still threw
fucking
that
turkey
turkey.
at her. She's a fucking douchebag, and I'm glad she washed up. I'm glad everybody canceled all her shit, and she's a nobody now, and she's poor.
Didn't she?
But she's probably not poor.
Didn't she fall off because she dropped the
Well,
N-bomb
she's
or
poor.
something?
Yeah, she dropped the M-bomb, and not only that, but she was saying how she, like, all this other shit about her being racist
So
came
she's
out.
not poor, but she's poor to her standards.
Exactly. She's a lot
Okay.
poorer than what she was.
So she could only afford like one vacation home.
basically. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But, like, I mean, I don't know. I hope she loses all her money
She probably has
and ends up on the street and has to suck
Damn it.
dick for money.
for baked goods.
Yeah.
I need some icing. Y'all need.
Hey, all right. Let's get to our next question because we still got, or another next email.
Yeah, don't we have 2 more emails?
We do. And we've already
was like
spent
20
half.
minutes.
We've already spent half an hour on the first one. All right, let's roll through these real quick. All right, the next email is called "What's up?" Again, Ponch, you're not very fucking creative.
Ooh, this is delicious.
Um,
Junker, drink that.
all right, hold on. So it says, "It's me, JYD, and I am gay. I like rectal foreplay, and I would love to get it in a human centipede. Sincerely, JYD."
Damn, Junkyard, I never knew that about you.
Rectal foreplay. That like makes so much sense, but I never thought to say it.
Like,
Anyway.
I didn't know that kind of foreplay had its own term. I thought just all foreplay was foreplay, but apparently there's special regional foreplay.
Oh, that is good.
You know what this was? I told Tony to buy this because Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 99%.
Are you serious?
So when he picked me up,
Is that a movie?
Rotten Tomatoes?
No, the name of that beer.
No, it's just like we went to the liquor store because he wanted to get you some celebratory beer
yeah, I figured we'd get some good shit to celebrate.
because you wanted.
Because we're gonna drink Coors Light.
To celebrate your practice wedding.
And then I saw in the cooler.
Damn, I can't wait for the real wedding.
I know.
Shit, what am I gonna get for that?
I saw in the cooler this beer had a sign underneath it, and they gave it a 99%
Oh, okay.
off of I forgot which website.
It's fuck.
Yeah, don't worry. It was.
It's like the Rotten Tomatoes of beer, basically. But yeah, like because the other beer we had was it's called Eek.
Eek.
And
It tastes like sour.
it's
That's a noise you make
Piss.
when you drink it. You go, "Eek."
Eek.
Yeah.
It's a sour beer. I only bought it. It was more of like a kind of like a novelty thing. There's this brewery in Chicago called Off Color. They make some good beer. And they were releasing a collaboration between Off Color and Miller High Life, which is very odd.
So that's a Miller High Life beer.
That's basically a High Life craft beer.
It tastes like High Life with orange in it, with citrus in it.
And I guess the reason this came about was that one of the
It actually tastes
brewmasters,
better than High Life, by the way.
one of the brewmasters at Off Color, like I guess his favorite beer is High Life for whatever reason. So
how is a guy that makes good beer?
I don't know,
his
man.
favorite beer a shitty beer?
But like this is the email they sent out when they were about to release it. It's like for years, whenever people asked what our favorite beer was, we'd say High Life, and not only because they'd send over cases of High Life when we said it. So apparently they approached Lisa Zimmer at Miller about brewing a collaboration together, and they decided to like, hey, let's make a beer together, and they did, and it's called Eek. It is the aroma is a bright tangerine, mild hay. I didn't even know you could put hay in beer.
Probably shouldn't.
Doesn't smell like hay.
I mean, I guess lemon pepper, wild blueberries, and
What the
pineapple
fuck?
and pineapple funk. So I'm assuming that's
Funk. That's
expired
right.
pineapple, maybe. Delicate and perfectly light in body, with a groundswell of yuzu-like acidity spiking to the delectable finish of wildflowers and nectar. I mean, honestly, that is a very accurate description of
It
like
is.
the taste. So I'm not like
I
not
taste
ragging
the,
on
I
them.
taste the pineapple.
I tasted the tangerines. That's what I tasted.
I tasted the
What
funk.
do you guys know what homosexual horses eat?
No what?
Hey.
It's so
I know it's
stupid.
gonna be some shit like that.
So yeah, so I bought 2 of those, and I figured I'd bring one over to celebrate Junkyard's practice wedding. I say practice wedding because he got married in Mexico. That doesn't really
The second
count.
wedding's gonna be in Mexico too.
Oh, dude, that's not gonna count. Getting married in Mexico is like, it's like when you get a degree, like a doctorate in Mexico, and then you want to come to the U.S. and
Or-
like be a doctor. You can't.
You get
It's
a,
useless.
You get a degree from ITT Tech.
No,
That's not no.
And
No.
then you end up doing porn.
it's like going to fucking What is it? Everest.
Yeah, Everest College.
Everest College.
Well, at
Yeah,
least
basically, any college you see that has a commercial, your degree doesn't count.
Yeah.
at least Everest is still open.
No,
No, they're
it's
closed
They
not.
closed?
Yeah, they closed along with a bunch of other ones. They were all owned by the same company. The
Oh, so ITT Tech closed with Everest?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know.
they
that.
went under.
I know ITT Tech closed. I didn't know Everest closed.
Yeah, dude, it's been closed.
Shit.
For a
where was
while.
I?
In Mexico.
I don't. I obviously don't
You-
give.
you-
I don't give a fuck about Everest. That's probably why I don't
Yeah,
care.
you don't want to be a massage therapist, bro?
No,
You don't want to be a medical assistant? Start your career
no.
making $10
I
an
want to be a
hour?
video game designer.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the story of the beer we're drinking. Mamba and I had a much more colorful version of it. Before I was talking about, I was like, how do you think this got made? So we thought that like, the guy that makes Miller High Life, and then the guy that makes like
Off
Off
Color.
Color. One day they're just drinking together and they got like drunk as fuck. And then the High Life guy's like, hey man, we should collab and make a beer. He's like, hell yeah, I'm totally down. And then the next day he realized like when the guy shows up from High Life, like knocks on his window and shit with all the brewing supplies,
He's like,
all the
oh,
hops. And then he's like, oh shit, I forgot I said I was gonna do that. But by then it's too late because
Yeah.
you already kind of peeped through the window, so he can't pretend he's not home. It's like, fuck, I guess we gotta make this beer.
yeah. Off Color was like, hey man, now's not a good time. Like, oh, it'll be really quick. You promised.
You promised. Oh man, are
All
you
right,
sure,
let's
man?
make this shit.
Fuck. All right, I guess.
That's why
I
it
guess
came
we'll
out
go.
like this.
And that. And this is
The Miller High
beer.
Life guy's like, man, this is really good.
What kind of funk did they put in there?
Pineapple funk.
Oh,
Yeah, the High Life guy's like, man, this tastes really fucking good. And the other guy's, yeah, whatever, dude. Let's get the fuck out of my house.
Just get out of my house. Just bottle it and let's go. Like, look, man, I'm gonna sell this shit for $20
Yeah.
for $20 a bottle because I know those fuckboy hipsters will pay it. And sure enough, when I went to go buy it, there was a fucking line for this shit.
Well, it's not very good. I mean, it's not horrible.
Like, I like it.
It's not horrible. I don't like. I disliked it more the first time I tried it. Like, the more I drink it, the more I
more you like
like
it.
it.
So it's like a bad relationship. The more you're in it, just you get used to it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not bad and it's not horrible, but it's just not good. Like, it's in between good and bad. It's okay. I
you've
guess.
had worse beers.
I've had worse beers, but I've also had a lot better beers.
That's why, since I was unsure about this one, I had to pick up something good. So I didn't know what I was gonna get. Then I saw this one, Obsidian Stout, and it had like this, beer review 99%. So I'm like, oh, since it got 99% on Rotten Tomatoes of beer, then it's gotta be decent. It's pretty good.
All right, let's get to our last email. Also from Pancho Villa. The motherfucker's just blowing us up. No subject.
What?
Yeah, he's not no. So he ran out of the A's on his WhatsApp.
He used up all the A's on his keyboard.
On another note, how does a bra or bra'ette, I could be a chick, you never know, get invited to do a guest spot on New Tricks on the Pod? Also, do you all have any idea who I am? Sincerely, Ponch. First of all,
We have no fucking idea who you are.
We've thrown around some names, but they've never stuck.
first of all, you have to suck Mama's dick to get on the show. Second of all,
Depending on what gender you are.
Why does Mama get a free dick sucking?
all right, you gotta suck Tony's dick too.
Yeah, mine too. I want in on that action.
I was gonna say
Se-
depending on what gender you are, but then at the same time,
It doesn't really matter.
a free BJ is a free BJ.
Yeah, yeah,
Second of all,
yeah. It's not gay if you receive it.
Yeah.
our sound card that we use for our phone calls is broken because it's very complicated and sensitive equipment.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna post a link, and if you buy it for us, you can be we'll give you a guest spot.
Or you can call us and leave us a voicemail.
Or he could buy us that sound card. It's like what, like $20, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it a sound card or a phone card? Like, are we just out of minutes?
Yeah, we're out of minutes. No, so nobody can be a guest right now because we just don't have the capability right now. Our phone lines are down.
But if we post a link on our page, and if you buy it
On our Amazon wish list.
on our Amazon,
No, because I don't want him to have my address because he's gonna have to know where I live to get it
fucking
shipped.
get a
here.
PO box.
I'm not gonna pay for a PO box. Those cost money.
How much does that cost?
I don't know, but they charge you monthly.
But we're not gonna have it for a whole month just to get this card.
Nah. Anyway,
Give him Mama's address then.
how about this? How about you
Yeah, I
just
locked my
no, I
gate.
got a better idea. Go on Amazon. We'll tell you how much it costs. You buy a gift card. Email us the code, and then we'll buy it ourselves. We'll redeem the gift card code and buy it ourselves.
How about they just give us the code for a $20 Amazon gift card?
All right, do that. Fuck it.
Instead of-
Email us a $20 gift card code, and we'll fucking buy it. And then you can be a guest.
You can be a guest. It's your sound card, so yeah, you can definitely be a guest.
And then what was the last question?
That
Oh yeah,
was
do
it.
we know who he is? No, we don't know.
We have no,
or
not
she.
the slightest
Bra
idea.
or bra Ed. I'm pretty sure it's a dude.
I mean, yeah, I have no idea.
Very vulgar mouth on that one, so I'm gonna say
Yeah, it sounds like a guy. I don't think a girl would be writing like this unless she is tricking us and talking like a dude. So we think it's a dude.
whoever it is though, they're really committed to it because they created their own Facebook page.
I
and,
know.
And not only did they like the podcast page, but they add us each of us on Facebook, and they're like going on everything we do and commenting. on
Except
it.
I didn't add them because I don't. Only if it was a real page, I know it was fake. I don't want to make it a habit of adding fake people, because
Okay,
I
so
get-
But he's not fake.
Well, he may not be fake, but his page is
He
fake.
or she is not fake.
If he or she sends me a real page, then I will consider
for
What if he or she sends you that $20 Amazon gift card? Then will you add him?
$200 Amazon
No,
gift
that
card?
$20.
Oh, I thought you said $200.
$200.
I was like,
Fuck
$200.
yeah.
I'll
give
add
my
all
fa-
the fake pages.
I'll give him my Facebook password.
He could make 100 fake pages. I'll add every single last one of those. 100 pages.
did they have an email address to it?
I'm sure they do.
I'm pretty sure it's fake.
It's probably this email address he's sending us this bullshit from.
What's the email?
I'm not gonna say it out loud because I mean,
All right,
Does
just
it look
say-
legit?
Don't say the.
it does look legit.
Don't say
but
the
I
web-
don't. I mean, I don't even.
No,
I
no.
don't, I don't,
To protect the anonymity, we should.
I don't even know. Like, and
Don't say the website.
I don't know what's real anymore.
Then you can just try
It's
them
like
all.
it's like the
Not that
Matrix.
many.
What if? Yeah, there.
It's
is.
either Gmail or fucking.
Well, it's a Yahoo. It's a Yahoo email address.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
It's got to be fake. Who the fuck uses Yahoo anymore? I have a Yahoo address, but that's from like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I use.
And I only
Yahoo
use it for spam.
My Xbox,
Exactly.
My,
Yep.
my Xbox Live thing, and that's about it.
Exactly.
And spam.
Yeah. It's anything that I think I'm gonna get like an email about all the time. I'll use that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, all right. Let's move on. Thank you, Ponch, for all your wonderful emails.
For
Keep
all
'em
your
coming.
kind words.
Keep them coming.
Let's get our let's knock out our Urban Dictionary word today real quick. Today's word is grab them by the pussy.
Is that really?
It's actually a phrase, but whatever. So, let me give you the definition. Something that Donald Trump enjoys doing. Let me use it in a sentence. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there, and she was married. I did try and fuck her. She was married. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
I don't think Trump understands how vaginas work,
No.
right, Mamba?
But
Yeah, I don't think. I've never
grabbed anybody by the pussy.
grabbed somebody, but like
Like you can kind of cup.
I've never initiated like.
like you can put your hand down there and like
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, you can cup it, but you can't really grab
how
it.
do you
grab it. I
Like,
mean,
there's-
if
If
you
you put no, yeah, I guess you could if you stick your finger in there, you can, like grab it.
So kind of like a bowling ball. You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
a finger
yeah.
in there and
Yeah, you just grab
okay.
it.
I mean, I guess.
But if you do that, I mean, that's not. If no wonder why she
Or
turned
if you
down,
or
bro.
if you stick it, if you like shocker her kind of type
but,
thing.
but
with,
the thing is
two
like,
that and you
but
just pull it.
But these are like, this is like unwanted, like this is sexual assault. So
Yeah.
it has to be. She's pretty much fully clothed at this point. So like, how do you? I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
that's weird.
I don't understand. Like
I don't know.
You could like cusp somebody
Yeah.
by the puss,
by the puss.
but you can't really like grab it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, every time you guys say grab them by the pussy, you will hear.
All right. So I got a question.
Guys, we're almost at an hour. We have done.
Already?
We have been absolutely unproductive as fuck on this episode.
Can we go over an hour?
Yeah, we can. I mean,
Oh, okay.
our last episode was 2 hours and people loved it. At least,
I got.
at least the numbers say so.
Can we have another intermission so we can skip next week? Take a break.
I got a question. So obviously we just talked about that.
Technically, we only have like 45 minutes left to do this podcast.
Oh,
but
because you got to leave.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
gotta
we
go.
got plenty of time.
We
Then.
Gucci.
So I got a question because this happened. That got released while you were in Mexico, correct?
Correct. I heard
So,
about it via Facebook.
Is it? I mean, obviously it's bad because he's running for president, but is it really that bad? What he said?
I mean, okay, so if it was just Donald Trump being the guy on The Apprentice saying it, no, it's whatever. I mean, yeah, it's sexual assault, and yeah, it's fucking like demeaning and degrading, whatever.
But do you actually think he
But-
sexually assaulted her, or was he just
Probably not. He was probably just talking, but that's not the point. The point here is that he is running for president.
Uh huh.
Like that's that's why this is a big deal. It's not if it was just a dude saying it, like anybody else, like whatever. Okay, like yeah, it's fucked up. It's whatever you want, but he's not gonna be I mean, we don't know if he's gonna be the president, but he's not trying to be the president of the United States of America. That's not how a leader should talk. You never heard any other. I mean, John F. Kennedy used to fuck all sorts of bitches. Did he ever say grab them by the pussy?
There was no recording devices back then,
That's true.
or like small shit.
But you know what there was? Snipers.
Oh, he probably grabbed
That's fucked up.
one too many pusses. So
I mean, even like he was fucking Marilyn Monroe. He was fucking all sorts of chicks.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, I don't think he would have got caught saying grab them by the pussy.
Ooh, that brings me to my gripe.
Hold on, can we save the gripe?
I know. Okay. But
But anyway,
that reminded me of my gripe.
Oh,
Alright,
I think I take to Pancho Villa's question about who you hate. I fucking hate Billy Bush. He's the worst.
Billy Bush is
The guy that Trump was talking
He's basically
Oh,
he's your typical "Where's my hug?"
Yeah, he's
He's that awkward guy. Like, where's
he's
my
the
where's
guy
my
on
hug?
TV, right? It wasn't the Fox News or
No, he's
Yeah.
on Good Morning America.
Oh,
or
Good Morning
something.
America. That's what it was.
Or I don't know, but he's a talk show host,
Right,
And he
right.
was a guy on the bus with Donald Trump when Donald Trump. He was the one like laughing and snickering and said that, which is fine. But he has more instances of being such a fucking creep.
Dude,
Yeah.
how strong was that beer? I'm getting a buzz.
That's because you're married now, man. Things
Yeah.
hit,
I know. No, I haven't ate either. by the
life
way.
hits you
Oh,
harder.
well, Yeah, if you have an 8,
But
doesn't matter which
still-
drink.
But still, like, yeah.
But yeah, Billy Bush is your typical.
Good thing you got to pick up your mom from the airport.
He's your typical "Where's my hug" creep. For those that don't know, the "Where's my hug" creep is that guy. You know, when we were at school, and like a girl gives you a hug, and you got that awkward kid in the back saying, "Oh, where's my hug?"
Yeah,
And
that
then,
was,
and then the girl kind of feels obligated to hug
Yeah.
him, and she feels bad if she doesn't. And that's the only way he like gets any type of physical contact. with
And then
girls.
after he hugs her, he grabs him by the pussy.
Yes. Apparently that's what he does. But yeah, Billy Bush is that guy because that's exactly what happened in the leaked video. Not leaked, I'm sorry. The fucking Access Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So when that video came out or resurfaced, like yeah, he was on there and he's like, pretty much that's exactly what he did.
oh,
like,
he was like, oh, you don't got a hug for.
you got a hug for me? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god, dude, you are. That is.
Billy Bush is the worst.
He's yeah, I agree. If he croaked, I wouldn't be sad.
I wouldn't be sad either. And it sucks that he's getting. I guess. So he got fired from his TV gig, but the worst part about it is he's actually like making $10 million
That
off of
sucks.
it. So
Yeah.
at least he's off TV.
Well, you don't have to watch the shit anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's do our. Let's do Tony's. Not fun facts, shall we?
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never fun. Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
All right. So everyone's heard of KFC, right? But how well do you know the real Colonel Sanders?
I mean, what is there to know? He made chicken.
Ooh, there's apparently lots to know.
He was
I
probably
mean-
a plantation owner.
No,
He probably like had a chicken farm.
no,
He was probably
Since-
kind of racist.
no.
I mean,
That might be true, but I haven't found anything about
All
it.
right.
I
He
haven't
prob- he-
read any that he was, but
he
probably
probably
was.
He probably hated black people.
That falls into the same line. as
Yeah. as
Well, no,
racist.
but there's different. Like
There's
he,
different races.
Yeah, there's
There's
different sides of racism. like I mean, he could have been racist only against black people, nobody else.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Let's get this moving before your mom's like waiting at the airport, like before you get there and shit.
I mean, she could wait, right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I said.
They have a pretty comfortable waiting area. All right, so the real Colonel Sanders.
Let me just quote the late, great Colonel Sanders. He said, I'm too drunk to take pictures."
That was very appropriate. All right, so Colonel Sanders, the real Colonel Sanders, for most of his life, he was actually a terrible businessman. Colonel Sanders only became successful after failed careers as a lawyer, insurance salesman, lamp salesman, and tire salesman. Sanders often made unwise business gambles and had a habit of getting into fights that resulted in being fired. Something that is suited as a self-employed entrepreneur, but was less ideal as a company spokesperson, as I will discuss. He once shot someone for his brand.
What the fuck?
So, what Sanders lacked in business skill, he made up for and then some in passion. When Sanders painted a large sign pointing potential customers from the highway towards his gas station in Kentucky, he enraged the owner of a competing gas station. This guy was Matt Stewart. Stewart painted over Sanders' sign, leading to Sanders threatening to blow his fucking goddamn head off.
What the fuck?
When Sanders discovered Stewart once again was painting over his sign after he fixed it, he and two Shell officials ran to catch him red-handed. This resulted in a gunfight. The Shell manager was killed, and Sanders shot Stewart in the shoulder.
Hold on. When did this take place? Like, how long was this? Does
This
it
is like
say?
in the 50s.
50s?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's old as fuck.
No. I was saying I thought he would have been older than that. Like
Oh.
the 50s? You're getting a shootout in the
Yeah,
50s?
this is in the 50s, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in the 50s, yeah. So basically,
Well, it was in the South, right? It was, would you
yeah,
say Kentucky?
it's Kentucky. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that shit still goes on right now. So basically, he saw this guy painting over his sign again. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I gave him a warning. So he grabbed his two dudes, like, hey, mount up. So they showed up, heavily armed. They got into a gunfight. One of his buddies got killed. And this gave Sanders complete control over the gas station market in the area because the competition went to jail for murder.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So Colonel Sanders was not to be trifled with.
He was a mean motherfucker.
Yeah,
huh?
he was. And this is no surprise. He cheated on his wife a lot. So basically,
With chickens?
I hope not.
Hope not.
So Sanders married his first wife, Josephine, at 19. When she was
He
19.
was 19 or
she was,
okay,
she was 19.
Okay.
Josephine wasn't interested in a sexual relationship after giving birth to 3 children. So Sanders found what he needed in other places. One outlet for Sanders' sexual energies was Claudia Leddington, a former waitress of Sanders' first restaurant, the Sanders Cafe. Claudia and Sanders wed in 1949 after an ongoing affair after 2 years, and he divorced his wife. It would be then that Claudia would support Sanders in transforming KFC from a restaurant with good chicken to a national brand.
So it was all her.
It was all her, basically. It was all basically she's the one that kind of pushed him and supported him and said, "Hey, this is you got some, you do something with
You got
this.
some good ass chicken.
You got some gumption."
Even though Popeyes is better, but okay.
All right. So another one is he's actually not a military colonel. If you're not from Kentucky, you may have assumed that Sanders served as a military leader at some point in his life. In fact, he was a Kentucky colonel, which is a title of honor awarded by the state of Kentucky. Has nothing to do with the military. But I guess he used that and marketed himself as a colonel to like.
But what does that mean? What is a Kentucky
It's
colonel?
just something. It's like an honorary thing. Like if you're a good
okay.
businessman or something, or if you
that's-
do something for the state, like Kentucky, you say, "Oh yeah, you're a colonel," you know.
I gotcha.
And that's what it was, because people kind of like he used that to like his favor to kind of form an image, you know, to like tug at the heartstrings of America and patriotism.
That makes me wonder if Captain Crunch is really Captain.
He's actually not, because if you look at the like his stripes or his thing, he's actually like a corporal or something. I don't know. I read somewhere. I did read it.
You did research.
I
on
did.
it?
I did research, and he's not a captain either.
So how did he get deemed the captain?
hey, look,
He
man,
killed,
bro.
He killed the competition.
Bro,
obviously.
yeah, he killed fucking Sonny from Cocoa Puff. Look, man, one fun fact at a time, right? That'll be next week. He only made $2 million from selling KFC.
Damn.
So after KFC went from a single cafe
He
to a
got
franchise concept,
he got got.
He sold the business in 1964. Oh, he got, and I'm telling you, and I'll tell you why. There's no.
Did he get royalties from them using his image?
Okay, hold on.
All right, hold on.
Bro, I know this is exciting stuff, man, but all your questions will be answered.
Hey, you're a fucking liar. This supposed to be a not fun fact. This is fun.
When I was
as
reading
fuck.
it, this was.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, well, I failed at this then. After KFC went from a single cafe to a franchise concept, Sanders sold the business in 1964. As the chain grew, he sold it to $2 million. Well, for $2 million, plus an ongoing salary to remain the face of the brand. It wasn't a terrible deal. However, after the company's profitable IPO, in which shareholders made millions and millions, Sanders began to feel as though he got the short end of the stick. The company's first franchisee convention after the IPO, Sanders took stage and spent 40 minutes railing against management. So that's all he spent, just
Surprised he didn't shoot anybody.
He spent 40 minutes just talking shit about management. He claimed executives were only thinking about the short term, ruining his reputation, and he failed to win over the franchisees, and went on to continue his duties as just a spokesperson. It seemed as part of him remained convinced he had been trickled into giving up his business. So basically, he felt like he got cheated after that. So then he tried to sue KFC for $122 million. After KFC was sold to Hugh Blean in 1971, Sanders' appetite for disruption grew. The chain denied him when he wanted to open an antebellum-themed restaurant selling his original recipe chicken. For those that don't know, present company excluded, what is antebellum? I know it means something. Junker, look it up real quick, 'cause I really don't know.
I know it's a group, Lady Annabelle.
That's what I thought, but I'm pretty sure that word means something.
Yeah,
I'm thinking maybe like burlesque style or clandestine.
that's a good.
That's what I'm thinking.
It said occurring or existing before a particular war, especially the American Civil War.
Okay. So,
Oh wait, that's antebellum.
Antebellum. Yeah, antebellum.
So it's probably a themed restaurant before
Okay.
the Civil War.
So he wanted to open up a theme. Okay, like an old school pre-Civil War themed restaurant. I guess he was denied, so he sued the company for 122 million. He eventually settled out of court for 1 million. He settled for $1 million.
Something.
Yeah,
I know, right?
He settled for $1 million, and he had a promise that he would stop embarrassing the company. So after he sued, they're like, "All right, we'll give you $1 million, but
You guys
stop
shut the fuck up."
talking shit." And he agreed. Well, that didn't go over very well with him. According to him, KFC doesn't use the famous secret original recipe of 11 herbs and spices. While very few people in the world know exactly what is in Colonel Sanders' mix, we do know that the Colonel said many times in his life that KFC stopped using his recipe. As KFC is intensely protective of the recipe,
They just released it recently, by the way.
it is difficult to fact check. They're saying it's difficult. It might not be the original one.
Oh, well, somebody said that it was original, but I guess we don't know.
They say that the chain keeps Colonel Sanders' handwritten recipe of 11 herbs and spices safely locked away in a vault, and they utilize 2 suppliers to preserve the secrecy of the ingredients. I heard Coke does the same thing. But anyway.
Pepsi is better anyway.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So whether or not the Colonel's original recipe is in use today, it is clear that Sanders was dismissive of KFC's menu in his final years. In 1970, the New Yorker quoted him saying, "The company's new gravy recipe ain't fit for my dogs." While the chain turned the business around and reportedly improved food quality in the 80s under new leadership, Sanders wasn't around to see it. He died on December 16th, 1980, at the age of 90.
He's probably still talking shit.
He is like turning in his grave.
His last words are like,
This
"Fuck
tastes like
KFC."
So I guess like there was the family of Colonel Sanders released these like the scrapbook with his recipe on there. Like obviously we don't know if it's real or not, but
You know what?
it's supposedly real.
It might be real if they don't use it anymore. Because like you said, they don't use it.
Right. So it
maybe
could
he
be
was-
the original recipe, but it might not be the.
If it's the one they use now, I don't think they would release it. Which makes sense. So maybe he was right. That gravy ain't fit for dogs.
It doesn't matter. Fucking Popeyes is way better.
I love me some Popeyes.
You know that another not fun fact. Did you know that the Popeyes recipe? The family that owns there's a family that owns that recipe, and they pay them like royalty for using that recipe.
Who Popeyes does?
Yeah, and they've been trying to buy it from the family, but the family won't sell. Obviously, because
this is fucking smart.
right. But yeah, so Popeyes pays somebody to actually for that recipe, which is an amazing recipe because it's fucking amazing.
I mean, I love me some Popeyes.
I know Popeyes is like 1,000 times better than KFC.
Mama
Everything at Popeyes is better than KFC. The fries, the mashed potatoes.
KFC doesn't have fries.
The
though.
bacon.
They have
Oh,
the
the
wedges.
wedges. Yeah, the
uh,
fries are really good.
The beans, the baked beans.
The beans. The rice. They have that wild rice.
Well, yeah.
Fuck, man. Let's get some Popeyes.
Fun fact: Mamba and I actually been to New Orleans, where the original Popeyes resides.
Was
yeah,
Was it good?
It's the same.
it's the same.
But
that
I mean,
was the review. Before we went to New Orleans, the first time there was this cop that loves going down to New Orleans, and I remember I was telling him, I was like, "Yeah, I'm excited," and he was like, "Oh man, you know they got the original Popeyes down there." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah, it's the first one that ever opened." I was like, "Is it any?" It was like, "Is it any better?" And his like reaction immediately changed. He was like, "No, it's the same thing. It's nothing different." I was like,
he's all
"Why
excited
the
to
fuck
talk-
did you
yeah.
hype it up
He's
like
yeah,
that?"
man, the original one's there. And then, oh, how is it? It's all right.
Yeah,
It's the same shit.
He's like, "It's a little fresher, I guess." I don't know.
A little fresher. It's probably not. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing.
Let me just quote the late, great Colonel Sanders, who said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken."
Which may be true.
Especially
Colonel Sanders seemed like a mean asshole.
Yeah. Yep. Colonel Sanders was a mean asshole.
That's great. So, guys, since we're already an hour in the episode, let's
Ooh.
actually talk about some of the shit we were
This has been a fun
planning
hour.
on talking
All
about.
right, so this is what we had on. Let's go on what we had on the agenda.
We gotta stick to the itinerary.
Let's make it quick because we got about like half hour.
Look, at plans change. When I first came here, because I didn't go to the gym early in the morning, so I was gonna go after, and then now I'm drinking and I'm feeling kind of
Buzzed.
yeah.
See, I'm not the only one. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm having the gay old time.
Enjoy. Hey, junkyard
Yeah,
Mary.
junkyard, yeah, his pretend wedding.
It wasn't pretend.
It
I'm legally married.
To Mexico, legally. Ha!
Does
Does
the-
Mexico even have laws?
Dude, getting married in Mexico is a lot harder than it is getting married here. I'm going to tell you why.
All right, how you mean?
Is this one of the things we're going to talk about?
Nah, I wasn't planning it, but I might as well.
How you mean?
I'm going to grab one or more of these beers.
Fuck yeah. Save me one, too. After I'm done with this one. Anyway, all right. So, in the U.S., well, at least, I don't know about all the U.S., but at least here in Illinois,
Illinois.
all you have to do to get a marriage license is show your ID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you show your ID, you get a marriage license. I'm sure you fill out like an application or whatever, but it's not very difficult. You get a marriage license, and then you can get married by anybody. I mean, our friend Turok marries people, for crying out loud.
Hey.
He takes that very seriously.
He took an online class.
Oh, excuse me.
He has been ordained.
Anyway, in the U.S., you can get married in church. You get married by a person. I mean, like, it's pretty easy to get married. In Mexico, on the other hand, legally married, like, even being married in church is not legal. You have to get married via the state you're getting married in. So either you reside in that state or you go out of town and get married in that state. Anyway, the paperwork process is pretty hefty. Like, what I had to do, I had to give my copy of my passport, my birth certificate, translated and apostilled.
What the
For
fuck
those
is-
of you who don't know what apostilled
That
is,
is all of us. That is-
present
that-
company included.
That is all company included.
So think of it as like a notary,
Okay.
but it's not really notarized because a notary is only valid in the United States. An apostille, they had this thing called the Hague Convention, not H-O-G. Hague is H-A-U-G-E. The Hague or whatever convention, and a bunch of countries, not every country, but a large amount of countries gathered together, and they came up with a standard to be able to verify documents from other countries, which is called an apostille. So what you do is, you can, like here in Illinois, you go to this, you have to go to the Secretary of State, but you can only go to, there's only two places that apostille in Illinois, the one downtown and then the one in Springfield. Obviously, I went to the one downtown because it's the closest one. You hand the documents, they obviously verify if they're correct, which, I mean, most of the time they're real. And then they'll apostille it, and they give you the certificate attached physically to that document, like sealed, saying that this document is real, legit, like it's not fake, and nobody made it up. And you take it to the whatever residing country you're trying to show the apostille at. And because it's apostille, that country's like, okay, well, now we know for a fact that this is a legit document. So what I had to do is I had to get my birth certificate, and I had to go, which I didn't know this existed, by the way, until after I was looking into getting married. Mexico also requires a document showing that you were never married before. And you're like, what the fuck? How does that document exist?
Yeah.
Like, how do you know that you've never been? But I guess it's actually pretty common. So you can go. I went to the Cook County Clerk's office, and which is the county we live in. For those of you not from Illinois, I went to the county clerk's office, and they gave me. I guess they can look up. Obviously, they can look up if you've ever been married.
Yeah.
And all they do is print out a document showing that you've never been married. So I got that. I got my birth certificate. I had to get both apostilled. They both got apostilled. Then I had to get them translated to Spanish. So you had to get both documents translated plus the apostille translated as well by a certified translator. And in the city where I got married, there's only like a handful of certified translators you could actually get translated from. So got those translated. A copy of my passport, obviously birth certificate, that one document showing I was married. A confirmation of like my address. So any bill, anything that has your name on it with your address.
You should have taken like a fucking porn magazine.
With my address on
Yeah.
it.
Have them apostille that.
I don't subscribe to any porn magazines.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Incest Monthly.
Stupid as fuck.
You do, Junkyard. I'm telling you, you do.
Which one?
Your wedding gift. You're welcome.
Oh, well, I thank you.
All
Keep an eye out for the mail.
all the tequila porn you can.
Only if she gets choked. Is what I'm gonna watch it. Anyway, and then you also have to do a blood test to show you have to show you don't have AIDS or syphilis, And that blood test also has to give you a medical certificate showing that you're healthy,
Did you tell them like?
at least healthy enough.
Did you tell them like I'm American? And
Yeah.
they just
Maybe if
like,
you tell me you're American, they let you bypass all this
Yeah.
shit.
No,
like, oh, you definitely don't have AIDS or syphilis.
no, unfortunately not.
You just have high cholesterol.
Yeah.
So I had to do all that, and
so,
then
so you just can't get married all willy nilly.
nope, it's not like here. Here it's just like here's my ID. When do I get married? That's it. And in Vegas, it's even easier. It's like the same day.
Yeah.
You get
They-
married,
they have
like,
a-
and it's 24 hours.
They have express service.
They do.
Same
They
day.
have drive-through fucking marriages.
They have the same service as 1 hour teas.
So yeah, it was a big hassle, a big pain in the ass, but I got it done. So I am legally married, and because the United States is so fucking frivolous about marriage, any marriage from any country is legal in the United
They don't
States.
care. They don't care. They're like, all right, you did the work for us.
Exactly.
So basically, like, since the U.S. is like so lax and anybody can get married all willy nilly,
Like every country.
any
has-
country has like a stricter policy
than the U.S.
So they'll take any like, oh
Exactly.
well, you did more research than we did, so we'll accept it. We'll take it.
I thought it was going to be the exact opposite. I thought it was going to be a hassle. I thought they were going to be like, oh, this marriage was in Mexico. It doesn't count.
No,
That's the
they're
other way
actually-
around.
it's the other way around.
Mexico's like, yeah, we don't consider your American marriage real.
Damn.
Actually, if you get married in the U.S., it does. It actually does count, even
you
though
want
it
to
is
why?
more frivolous.
Because America.
Because you didn't get apostille.
Most, as long
You
as
didn't
long
get
as the country,
apostille.
as long as the countries are like respected in most cases, I mean the marriages are valid anywhere. pretty much.
America. do they play that? Like when you
They
get
don't.
married? No. Oh, you should. You be like, oh, can I see your ID, sir? Oh, carry on.
Anyway, so yeah, so I am legally married,
How's it feel?
the same as it did before I got married.
And then the reception is going to be when next year?
Well, we had a little gathering for this wedding. It was only we only had like 27 people. It was all
You know, we should
family
do
members.
to save money. Those people that you did invite, do not invite them to the next one
Ooh, that's a good idea.
because they already, you know,
They already showed up.
They
Yeah,
already had
showed
their
up.
fun.
They already had their fun.
But
No double dipping.
I personally didn't really want a gathering. What I wanted to do was you could go to it's not a courthouse. It's the government building. You go there,
I mean, the
sign the
government-
paperwork.
The government hut.
It's not a hut.
I
it's
was
a
going to say
building.
shack.
The government tent.
And you sign off for the paperwork. And you know what? The paperwork is even fucking crazy. Like there's like 3 copies of your marriage certificate. You have to sign every single last one of them.
Was it harder because you have to read everything in Spanish?
No, it's
Or are
as
you
easy.
pretty good?
And you don't know how to
good.
write.
I know how to write. And you just sign your name anyway. So,
Oh, so
it's
it's
the same in every language.
Yeah, okay.
And so you have to sign every paperwork. Obviously both the couple has to do it, as well as your 2 witnesses have to sign everyone, and you have to fingerprint all the fucking copies. Like literally, like if you're getting arrested, you get your fucking fingerprint in the ink, and you have to fingerprint every
Well,
single copy.
when you get married, you pretty much are getting arrested.
I mean, yeah,
for life.
So yeah, so I had to go through all that bullshit, and I originally I thought we were just gonna have when I talked to my wife, I really don't know.
My wife.
My wife. I guess I could say that now, right?
Yeah.
So when I talked to my wife about our getting married, and I was like, can we just do it at the place, and we can go out to dinner with our immediate family, like my mom, our your parents, your sisters, and like our witnesses.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, yeah, but I kind of want to party, even if it's
Like,
small.
you're gonna get a party next year.
You were immediately like, man, why did I marry this bitch?
No, this was before I got married.
Like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up.
I'm like, God damn it, this is gonna cost me more money. It's the first thing I'm thinking.
Fuck, and all you had was like $10.
Yeah,
so you
it's
had
like, God damn it.
So you had to spend those $10.
So this party ended up costing me, this little miniature party cost.
Wait, let me guess.
How many people?
How many
20,
people?
no, 28.
All right,
28
so-
people, and the exchange rate right now is I think it's like 19.
No, it's actually dropped down to 1860.
Damn.
So let's just round up. 19 pesos per $1 American dollar. So this cost you
$75. Close?
$79.99.
Not even close. The party cost me like $500.
What? Bro, did you like rent out a mansion?
No, dude, it wasn't even that nice.
that government
I mean, it
building?
was nice, but
That-
it wasn't like.
Did you buy the government shack?
No, man, it was because I had to feed 28 people, and that was at a discount because
Fucking
my cousin works.
tacos
at
are like 10 cents
it
down
wasn't
there.
tacos, man.
What else do you eat down there?
Food. other food.
Tacos, obviously.
No. Anyway,
I don't
so
believe that.
I can show you a receipt.
500 Mexican pesos.
Good thing I
believe.
gave you money.
500 American dollars.
Right?
Yeah.
Good thing I gave you money.
Good thing Mama gave you money.
Yeah, like $30. Anyway, so $500, and then I had to invite, and that's that I didn't even want to invite as many people as I did, but that list kept getting fucking bigger, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Who was inviting them?
Well,
Was it your wife?
Word of mouth.
my wife invited
Your wife.
3 extra people. I invited 2 extra people,
Fuck that. Have her put on.
and she actually did put on.
Oh, okay.
She didn't put on a lot,
Oh.
but she put on
Well, it's because she's.
more than
Yeah, 'cause
what
she
I
works in
expected.
Mexico,
Yeah, so.
She put on she put on a good amount. So yeah, so this is just I was like, fuck. So now I have to spend more money. Now I gotta pay for another wedding. So
Damn.
basically, but it's a lot more than $500.
It's gonna be a lot more than $500. Because believe you me, there will
Yeah.
be a lot more people.
Yep. And then we were talking when we were there. We were looking at like different types because I've said this last episode that like the weddings there. It's not like here where you do it at a hotel and they have like open bar and you just like pick whatever you want to drink. Over there, it's like it's BYOB for the groom and the bride and groom. Like they bring their own liquor. Like there's no open bar. It's like
So at this reception, it won't be. There is no bar per se.
there's no bar per se. No,
But
the
there-
waiters serve you what you want to drink. But since you bring your own liquor, you only have a limited amount of things to drink. So you're gonna have
So everybody brings their own beer.
no. People
You-
don't no. People don't bring anything.
So you're buying all the beer.
I'm buying all the liquor, but it's only gonna be like 2 things. Like I mean, not like for example, not 2 bottles. Like it's
No,
like
but
beer
I'm
for the
saying-
whole party.
But there's not options.
There's not many options. There's only gonna be like 2 options because this is a very common Mexico thing.
So it's either Corona or Corona Light.
No, it's not beer. There's no beer at beer at weddings in Mexico are frowned upon.
What?
That-
What the fuck are we gonna drink?
Are we talking
I mean,
about the
let's-
same Mexico?
Yes, let's be honest.
Or New Mexico?
Do you guys really care what you're gonna drink as long as it's free?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I'd rather have beer.
Well, you're not gonna have beer.
Oh, so does that mean I'm invited?
Oh, side story.
No, well, you're not gonna have anything because you're not going. But let's hypothetically say you were going.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't have beer.
I wouldn't complain.
You have 2 options:
All right,
tequila or whiskey,
Oh.
Scotch whiskey.
all right, side note. Because this is kind of like what you were saying. I went to a party this last weekend. It was a family party. A friend of the family was turning 50 years old, so they did like a banquet hall party, and it was open bar. And apparently, like it's just like in weddings, like they close the bar during dinner,
Right.
which I think is annoying as
Well,
fuck.
at Mexican weddings, bars open all night.
See, now there is a bar you can set your clock to.
But it's not really a bar. It's
Yeah,
like
it's true.
but the waiters will serve you during dinner.
See, at least they serve you something. So I remember like I'm sitting down, and they're like, everyone's drinking before dinner, and then they started serving dinner. So of course the bar's closed. I'm like, fuck, the bar's closed, and I just finished my beer. So luckily, one of my neighbors just came in the clutch. He's like, hey, I got you. Under the table, he had like 2 6-pack tall boys of Pilsner
What the
Urquell.
fuck?
He's like, I got you. He's like, don't worry, just they won't say anything because the cans look like they're energy drinks. So he
Was this
came in-
neighbor Alejandro?
No, he
Oh, okay.
Alejandro was
Was he there?
he was there, and he actually did partake in one of those beers that our neighbor brought. He was like, ooh. So yeah, shout out to my neighbor. Came in the clutch.
I did think about getting beer for you guys. Not Mama because I invited,
Oh,
but for
okay.
the other American
Damn.
friends. But I was like, I'm not gonna fucking. You guys are the only ones that are gonna drink it. Nobody else is gonna drink it. Nobody gives a fuck. Like I mean, you guys aren't picky.
That's true. So
As
basically,
long as there's liquor there and it's free, you'll drink whatever is
that's
available.
true.
Let's
We
be
will.
honest.
We will.
Couldn't they take their own beer if they really wanted to?
They could,
Especially if it was for the cheap, because it's Mexico.
but I mean, they could, but why pay for it when it's free?
So at this reception, you just ask the waiters or the servers to bring you like, bring me tequila or bring me a scotch.
Right.
Can they mix it with anything? Like,
Oh yeah. It's obviously mixed. I mean, you can ask for it straight up.
I would say like, God damn,
But-
this is gonna be lit.
but no. Usually you mix it. Like you'll say like very common, like what I was drinking, which is very common in Mexico, tequila with half seltzer water, half or mineral water, half squirt. So it's squirt, mineral water, tequila.
What's that called?
Is this mineral water
A paloma.
Topo Chico?
No, we're drinking Centenario.
Or Piña Fiel or something.
Oh, Peña Fiel. Oh, you're talking about the mineral water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Peña Fiel. But anyway, yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so yeah, it's squirt, mineral water, tequila,
Right.
which is pretty good.
Gotta remember that.
Or you can have whiskey, and if you drink whiskey, it's usually like whiskey and Sprite, which fucks you up. Like I made the mistake of knocking back a shit ton of whiskey when I was in Monterey. Dude, one of the worst hangovers I ever had in my life. Drinking
figure if
Scotch
you-
whiskey.
Was that when you came back? You're like, I'm never drinking again.
Yes.
You figure if you have Sprite though, wouldn't it make you feel better?
No.
No, not when you're drinking whiskey with it.
But it's hydrating you.
No, it's not. It's dehydrating you. Soda's
Ah.
dehydrating, and whiskey's dehydrating more.
Ah, all right.
Anyway, I had one of the. It's maybe not the worst, but top 5 worst hangovers of all time.
You sound pretty bad because that was right before Rudy's wedding, and we're like, "Hey, you're gonna drink there?" And you're like, "No, I'm not drinking anymore."
Like, I'm
in my
good.
life.
Yeah, dude, it was
good.
really bad. Like I don't think I can drink whiskey anymore. At least Scotch whiskey.
We'll find out next year.
No, I'll be drinking tequila. Anyway, so yeah, your 2 options are tequila, or whiskey. You pick.
Can I just say American?
No,
I'm American. Bring me my real choices.
I was thinking about also buying a couple bottles for my American friends of Jack Daniels because I know a lot of people like that. I like it. I like Jack.
I like that idea. I know a couple of your American friends that would highly appreciate that.
Can I have names?
Turok.
Ooh,
He loves them some
Well,
Jack and
I
Coke.
love me some Jack.
It depends. I mean,
I actually had Jack and Coke in Mexico.
not to
babe.
be
The last time-
not to be a prude. What kind of Jack?
Just regular
reg-
Jack bourbon whiskey.
He drinks that special stuff, that single barrel.
No, it's gonna be that regular one.
Turok drinks anything. I remember one time we went to.
I must be honest, trucks. Even if I don't have Jack,
yeah,
Turok
he
will
would.
still
He will.
drink.
He will partake.
Oh, I'm not saying that he wouldn't drink it.
We went one time. Went to his bar. It was me and Turok, and we started drinking. You know, and Turok's like, "Oh, you know, I got this round." I'm like, "All right, well, you know, just what do you want?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get a beer. Give me like a Bud Light." You know. He's like, "Damn, that's it." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm like, what are you gonna get?" He's like, "I'm getting a Jack and Coke." I was like, "Fuck!" But he looked at me like I was a bitch. Though.
He turned his nose up.
He's
to you.
like, "I'm getting a Jack and Coke." What the fuck are you getting? Fucking light beer. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Give me a Jack and Coke.
You know that Jack and Coke is my favorite wedding drink.
So he got me the Jack and Coke, and the bartender was cool as fuck. And I guess we just kept pounding him because he drinks. He can knock him back. So he's knocking him back, and I don't want to look like no bitch. So I'm knocking him back too, pounding him. Next thing you know, like we're just going up there like every 20 minutes. Like, yeah, another. I guess the bartender was like, man, these motherfuckers don't quit. So he started making them double.
just to keep you guys
Just
away.
to go ahead, keep you guys away for long enough for me to serve other customers. Also, one of the worst hangers I've ever had in my life.
Well, in most weddings, they don't serve Jack. They serve Evan Williams, which is the cheaper version of
Evan
Jack.
Williams is actually pretty good though.
Last
I
time-
like Evan Williams better than
I remember the first time I ever had Evan Williams. It was the first and last. It was a house party, and I think I was like 21 or 22. So a lot of the friends I was with were not of age. It was a house party. 18, 19, 20-year-olds, 21, and that was liquor run. Fuck it, I'm down. So we went and we got Evan Williams, and I was already drunk by then. And let's just say I drank a little too much of that Evan Williams. I got really wasted. I woke up with a shitload of hickeys on my neck.
Ooh.
I made out with some questionable girls, but I did get domed off.
Oh, so
it was
Evan Williams left you with a good experience.
I would love to say Evan Williams left me with a good experience, but I had one of the worst hangovers of my life. I woke up the next day, I felt like shit. I didn't throw up until 6 p.m. the next day. I was like, I gotta throw up, and I didn't get better till the day after that. That was the first and last time I ever had Evan
and that's
Williams.
when you were 21, so your body was young and
Yeah.
strong, so you
So
shouldn't be
Young,
getting
dumb,
that.
and full of cum.
I was, so basically, if that happened now, I would die. I'd be dead.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm considering having some Jack Daniels.
You know what? I would not.
I love Jack Daniels.
For your wedding, I would drink Evan Williams.
No, it'll be Jack Daniels. I wouldn't buy Evan Williams.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you. I just didn't want you to call me. I didn't want you to call me out on it.
No, I'm just kidding. No Jack Daniels.
Oh,
you know what? No Jack Daniels, no tequila, and no
Just
whiskey.
straight?
No, only Malort. All night.
No chasers. No
you know
nothing.
what? You know
Straight
what's
Malort.
just as because this weekend, me and some of our friends went to this drinking festival at the Lincoln Park Zoo with Lincoln Park Spirits. So basically, it was Lincoln Park Zoo, and they were serving like taste tests of different various liquors, like vodka, what have you. And I tried gin for the first
Ugh,
first and last time.
It's pretty
Never
gross.
fucking again.
First and last.
It's like Malort.
I have a friend that drinks gin and tonic all the time.
They actually.
That's gross.
Gin is so bad that they had a presentation with people trying to justify drinking gin. I was like, bro, if you have to explain
It's low calories.
Oh,
why
God.
drinking gin is
If that's
great-
your selling point, nope.
and gin is the worst. I don't know how people could drink it.
Oh, speaking of the Jack and Coke and the wedding, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Let's move on.
Well, you better come up with something.
It had something to do with liquor.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. No, it had something to do with liquor. Oh, that's the thing. Okay, now I remember. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Remember when we used to go to let's go see Bobby D
Hell yeah.
at the
The bamboo
room?
Bobby D says the night on fire.
Remember those girls? They used to bring those shots that were like various colors.
in like test tube.
Exactly.
fucking- yeah.
And they were all different flavors.
Yes.
They weren't very strong.
No.
But they were tasty.
and they were hot, so we kind of
Exactly.
we felt obliged.
Minus
or
the
obligated.
minus the hot girl. At least I don't think there's gonna be a hot girl. That we will have a shot bar of those different types of shots, like different flavors. and
Complimentary, right?
whatnot. I mean, no,
Fuck.
it's all pay. Pay,
you know what?
pay bar,
Ah,
pay
fuck,
shots,
you know what?
pay
It's
everything.
It's fucking pesos.
Yeah.
No, we're charging dollars.
Oh
baby.
shit!
Well, you don't. What do you care, Mom? You're not even going. You're not invited.
Oh,
Damn.
you know what? When is it?
June 24th.
I got something to do that day.
I can't make- I
got
can't
something
make
to
it
do.
anymore.
I was just kidding. It's in May.
I definitely have. I gotta go see what movie's coming out in fucking May.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I gotta see Guardians of the Galaxy
It
in
doesn't
May.
come out in May.
May 5th.
Oh, okay.
Definitely gotta go. See
Well, it's
it.
alright because it's the week after that.
I gotta see it
Again.
every time.
I gotta see it again.
every time night possible.
All right, it's
May.
actually in July.
Oh shit!
4th
4th of July.
You know,
And
can't
you know
you,
how-
you can't leave the country.
You know
when it's
how
like-
hard I go 4th of July. It's actually now 4th of July. I just celebrate the July month.
every day we celebrate our freedom.
Anyway, all right. Well, all right. Enough about the wedding.
What
So-
time are we at?
Hour 23 minutes.
Shouldn't you be like?
We need to hurry up. We still have a lot to do. All right, we're gonna skip no news. Let's just talk about real quick about the Nintendo because we
Ooh.
Wee.
The
we
So the Nintendo.
Let's talk.
The
talk
Nintendo
about
Wii. The Nintendo Wii.
no the new Nintendo product that's coming out.
Well,
that's not the Wii.
There's the Wii. Then there was the Wii U. Now there's the Wii U. They're just combining it.
It's French.
So there's a new Nintendo system called the Nintendo
Switch.
And it was codenamed the NX for a while. It was finally released or unveiled. I'm sorry, revealed. And it was, I don't know, like I was pretty excited for it. It's kind of like, it's like a tablet that you can dock, and you can play it as a console. You can play it as like a portable system. You can do portable like multiplayer, like that controller, like it's like a transformer.
I think it looks pretty gay, but go ahead.
Why?
Whoa,
You-
junkyard.
But by gay,
junkyard.
I don't mean like
You mean
homosexual.
junkyard.
You mean fun?
Oh.
It looks. It does look.
It looks fun.
It
It
looks
does
fun.
look gay. It looks very gay.
Because we at NKOTP
Love the gays.
love the
It looks
gays.
very gay. It looks like you can get all your chums,
Yeah, exactly.
your school chums together and have a gay.
Like the
just have a-
N64.
have
The
a gay
N64
old
was gay as fuck.
Yeah, I
It
love
was
that.
007,
That was
GoldenEye.
really gay.
I mean,
Great choice of wording, junkyard.
Yes.
exactly.
Yes. But anyway, I think it looks great. They didn't show many games for it. So
What are you talking about? They showed Splatoon.
They showed Splatoon. They showed an NBA, Skyrim, Mario Kart, which is probably like gonna be their best seller, and
And
the
then-
Zelda game.
Breath
Is
of
there
the,
any Smash Brothers?
Breath of the Wild. There probably will.
There will be.
In that case, I will be getting that system.
I don't know. It's just like
Tony still has my Wii that I let him borrow like 20 years ago when it first came out.
Bro, I'll return it eventually.
Yeah, after it's like no longer in style and nobody wants to play the goddamn
stopped
Wii.
being-
Didn't your ex buy that for you though?
She did.
Yeah, then you don't want it back. It's gonna just remind you of her.
She bought me the Xbox One.
know
I
what?
still have that too.
Let me ask your wife what she thinks of you having stuff.
Oh shit!
You know, if I tell her that Xbox might be mine too pretty soon.
God damn. She wants me to get rid of my fucking watch. So for those of you who don't know, I have a Movado watch
Oh, I remember. Is that the
that
one?
my ex-girlfriend bought for me.
Ex-fiance.
Fiance.
Ex-fiance bought for me.
Get it right. Don't downplay her.
We were actually just me and
She
my
deserves more than that.
my wife and I were
My
just
wife,
we're
yeah.
just talking about this earlier today. I am not allowed to wear. So this is my special occasion watch. I don't wear this watch every day. This is a very nice, expensive watch. So I wear it on special occasions, like weddings, let's say.
Like mine.
But I wasn't allowed to wear it at my wedding because
Damn.
it was given to me by my ex-fiance.
Uh-huh.
So
Understandable.
I'm not allowed to wear it at either of my weddings, my civil or my church wedding. So, and she's like, you need to get rid of that watch. You just sell it and take the money. I'm like, I will sell it. That's fine. I honestly do not have a problem selling it, as long as I'm able to buy another watch that's as nice.
Of equal or lesser value.
Exactly. No, not lesser.
Equal or
Of
greater.
equal or greater
greater
value.
value.
Okay.
And she's like, we don't have money right now to be spending on watches. And blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, if I want to sell it, like I only have two watches.
Yeah.
My smartwatch and that watch.
You should have told.
And that's
you
the
should've-
nicest
she
watch.
said we don't have money. To
How much
You're
is-
like, you're damn
how much
right.
was that
I
watch?
have money to be spending
Yeah.
on it.
Well, we're a we now.
Oh,
They taught
like
this
a
us.
wee-wee.
you done fucked up.
They taught us this in our
Marriage classes?
premarital retreat.
Oh, that you couldn't have sex at.
Yeah, exactly.
But did you have sex at it?
No, we did
you
not
try?
have sex. I
You
had
did-
sex.
Then you're a damn liar.
I
'cause
may
you t-
or may have not had sex after.
You told me you did.
No, not at the
You're a
retreat.
damn liar.
I never said I had sex at the retreat. Go back and
Didn't
read your message. No.
Oh. Okay, carry on.
So
then.
how much was this watch?
About $1,000.
Damn.
God, really?
And you
Holy fuck.
you broke up with your fiance?
Yeah, it was a gift. It was a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah, now no wonder why she stole your TV.
She
trying to recoup
So
the
now,
loss.
you know what? You owe her.
she bought
Even
me
after the TV
so
in college,
she's-
you still owe her.
my ex fiance spent a lot of money on me. She bought me that watch for like at least a G. She bought me partial season tickets to the White Sox, which was another G.
Like, really? A G?
Yeah, for two
Well,
seats.
it's the White Sox, though. So whatever.
Was this like 2005?
No, this was they were pretty good that year. They actually they made the playoffs.
The year that she took-
Carlos Quentin was on the team. He was fucking amazing.
I don't know who the fuck.
I
Whatever. Anyway,
No one gives a fuck. Continue.
anyway, so she's bought me tons of shit. Like she bought me both my Xbox 360, and my Xbox One.
Holy shit.
So both of those can be mine soon.
No,
And the watch. I'm gonna, your wife and I are currently we are Facebook friends now.
yeah, I know. She told me.
So we will be having some chats.
She told me, why is he barely adding me now after we
Because
now that we're married?
Because now I know that she's not really going anywhere. I didn't know. I wasn't really sure. I didn't want it to be weird if you broke up.
It's like, Alan-
Look, bro, I've been friends with your fiancés before. And
didn't
obviously,
work
it
out very
hasn't
well.
worked out. And then it's awkward because then who's gonna delete who? And then mutual friends. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just hold off.
So it not only affects Junkyard, it affects you too.
Exactly.
yeah, because Rudy, your brother Rudy, and Alejandro both.
That's
had
because
friends that are
that's because they're
wild.
fickle. They're impulsive.
They make rash decisions.
They make rash decisions. I had to make sure. So now that I know that, okay, she's in it for the long haul, now we can be Facebook friends. And now that we are, we can discuss items in your possession
that you
that
shouldn't
were
have.
bought for you that you shouldn't have. And but look, I'll give you I'll give you like pennies on the dollar for those items. Like I'll give you $20 for the watch. I'll give you 50 for both your systems. Bro, it's all profit,
No.
bro. Bro, you didn't pay for any of it. It's
Yeah.
all
It
It
profit.
doesn't matter.
It's all profit, and you get.
I will die before I let go of my
And they're
Xbox.
gonna-
But you know what?
They're gonna come out with another Xbox,
Yeah.
a Scorpion, so you could just get that.
I will get that, but I'm still not giving up these Xboxes. Well, my Xbox 360, I'm a little more likely to give up because that's already
Look,
old.
man, what's more
But
important?
my Xbox One, fuck no.
Why? What do you got on
I'm
there?
gonna have a discussion with your
more,
wife.
More Tila Tequila porn.
I mean, I can watch everything on my Xbox One. Tila Tequila porn. I can watch non-porn.
I'm gonna ask your wife how much her peace of mind is worth. I'm gonna tell her I made you a generous offer for items that you should not have at all, and you said no.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
It'll be your first domestic squabble.
No, we've had plenty of domestic squabbles. Today, she just found I confessed to her how much I spent on her engagement ring. She's been wanting to know. She's been
Oh yeah,
bugging me about
hold
it.
on. Was she upset because it was too much or too little?
Too much.
She's not really upset about that.
Swear to God.
It's one of those like I'm mad, but I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Well, she told me because originally she told me don't spend a lot of my engagement ring. I don't want anything fancy. Blah blah. I obviously spent a lot of.
You
my
should have told her
engagement
if you didn't want anything fancy. Why the fuck did you invite 20-something people?
ring. And then she's like, no, because she wanted to save that money for the wedding.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
today
tell her to sell it.
we were having. I'm a little tight on funds right now because I spent a lot of money in Mexico.
Mama just gave you money.
that was
Yeah,
like
give
2
her
months
money.
ago. That was like $30.
And I took
That
you
shit's
to,
supposed to last me a lifetime.
I took you to see Hannibal Buress.
Anyway, since I spent a lot of money in Mexico that I would normally spend on other things, I'm a little strapped this month. And she's like, what else do you have to pay? Like, she was like, kind of like, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I guess I have to disclose this. So we're married now. And she's like bugging me. She's been bugging me about it. She's like, you still owe my ring? Do you still owe my ring? I'm like, yeah, bitch, I still owe your ring. Shit. Like, I had to confess. I'm like, yeah, I owe your ring, all right? Luckily for me, I've already paid half of it, but I sold the other half. And she's like, how much was my ring? Like, how much did you spend on it? Was it more than $2,000? And I was like, maybe. I didn't want to disclose the exact amount, but
Yeah.
I did. And it was a lot.
So you didn't disclose the exact amount, but the range you gave her, she was not pleased.
And that said, I didn't even spend 2 months worth of pay. It was less because you know how they say, or is it 3 months? How much pay are you supposed to spend on your supposed
I thought
bullshit?
it's 3 months.
3 months. I didn't spend 3
Or
months.
if you're Michael Scott, 3 years.
I spent a month and a half worth of pay.
Ooh.
So it
Interesting.
wasn't really that much.
Well, in Mexico dollars, it's
Well, I mean, it is a lot because I know people that like my first engagement ring I bought. I spent $600. Remember, you were there with me when I
yeah,
bought
I was
it.
there.
It was $600.
And it really,
This is like a lot more.
you got a lot of use out of that engagement ring.
I
10,
mean-
10 years worth of.
Not even because she lost it beforehand.
Oh,
So
that sucks.
yeah. Anyway,
It's cool though. You got $1,000 watch out of it,
that's true.
and 2 game systems
That's true.
that will soon be mine.
They will not be yours. 3, considering 1 is already in your fucking possession.
How about I give you that one back, and you give me the
No.
360?
Just trade.
I'm good. Anyway, so yeah. What was our whole topic? Oh, Nintendo. How the fuck do we get from Nintendo
we
to
went from
this?
Nintendo to like your domestic
I have
scrabble
no
about your
idea.
engagement ring.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
you like the Nintendo
I like
system.
it. It looks dope as fuck.
It's very innovative.
I don't like the screen that it comes. I get that they're trying to make it portable and they plug it in, but I mean I can do that on my tablet.
Well, the reason why
Well-
they're doing it is because they're thriving right now off they're making money off their Game Boy system.
yeah, but
and-
that's the only thing because like the Wii U flopped. I mean, let's be
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't have to. You can use it as a console. You can just fucking.
the Wii did good for like the first
Yeah.
few
And then
months, and
also
then it flopped.
it looks like they're getting a lot of third-party titles,
Yeah.
which is the reason why Nintendo has been suffering because they don't get video games from other companies. So like when they showed Skyrim, that's pretty. I mean, even though Skyrim's old, it's a pretty big game. And then NBA 2K,
Yeah.
which is
They're
also
getting 2K.
yeah.
Well, they got 2K on the Wii, right?
Yeah.
On the original Wii.
Yeah, but and
on the original, they
I don't know.
don't really have sports games anymore.
I'm really curious to see it because it's using the same NVIDIA processor, like a Tegra a version of the Tegra.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be like an overclocked version of it
In that case, why don't I just buy the NVIDIA game system?
because it's not Nintendo.
But still,
You ain't gonna get Smash Bros on it.
that's true. That's true. But I mean, I still get the same quality on my NVIDIA.
The Shield,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I think it's gonna be really good. And it's actually like it's not the exact one. It's uses the same architecture, but it's actually a better processor. And it's not like
But it's still not going to beat PlayStation or Xbox.
No, you don't have to. You just gotta.
I think they go for a different market
Yeah, they go for
for the casual.
casual gamers. That's why it's portable.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan.
That's why.
they lost me at Wii U. I mean,
I mean, I don't have a Wii U, but I thought it was a good idea. They just suffered from
and
not.
even the Wii was for me, it was very novelty. Like it was cool at first, and then I'm like, fuck this is boring, and then I gave it to Tony.
Yeah.
No, but
Aren't you bored of your watch?
No,
Bro, all it does is tell you the time, man. You're bored of that shit. Give me that. let me borrow for a week.
the reason why the Wii
I got a
U-
special.
yeah, right. Like I let you borrow the Wii. I've yet
bro,
to see. I let you borrow it years ago, and I still haven't gotten
Look,
it back.
man, I have a special occasion coming up. I like.
Do you still even fucking use the Wii?
I haven't used it as of late.
What's up late?
Because I used it. I played Resident Evil and I beat that. That was awesome.
Which
I
one?
I used 4. They remade it for the Wii. And then Smash Brothers. I played the fuck out of that. I bought some other fighting games. But point is, I have a special occasion coming up, and I need a nice watch.
All right, guys.
You should let me borrow it.
We gotta hurry the fuck up because I'm running out of time here. Let's go. Okay, so Wii U's gonna be, or the new Wii is gonna be.
All right,
okay.
Wii U's awesome. Get it.
All right,
Next.
all right. Let's go ahead and.
It's not a Wii.
New
it's
Wii.
a Nintendo
The Wii
Switch.
Wii. The new Wii. Get the new Wii.
All right, so we're not gonna do any news today. Should we do a question? I think we have to do a question. Right?
No, we don't have to.
Or
don't
you
we-
guys
don't-
have any gripes other than Mamba's already did his?
No,
no.
Tony.
Don't we have a competition?
We do have a competition. We're gonna do that last. We can fit the question in real quick.
All right.
Let's go ahead and do the question. We're not gonna do any gripes.
We'll do like a speed round.
Yeah. And I didn't have a gripe anyway, so it didn't
I have a
fucking
gripe.
matter.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Real quick, my gripe. It was about Marilyn Monroe because you brought it up. Women who go ahead, hit my button.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Women that post these pictures of Marilyn Monroe with text saying like how
Inspirational.
shit.
And she was a hoe.
Yeah, she's a fucking coked out hoe. All right,
That's true.
You find
she
better.
fucked up Joe.
Find
Joe
a better role
DiMaggio,
model.
JFK. Also
Find a better role model. All right, go on.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
I have one too.
Wake the fuck up.
You already had one.
I'm gonna
Fuckhead.
do another one.
Make it quick.
All
Hurry
right. My quick gripe is women saying that if you don't support Hillary Clinton, you're a sexist. If you call her a liar, you're a sexist. I'm not a sexist. I just think she's full of shit. Go, Joker.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the
Man,
fuck
these are-
up.
I like
In that case, my my gripe is all the Trumpeters. I mean, we've talked about this before. Trump's douchebag. Stop supporting him. I mean, everything he says isn't always right. He says a lot of not right shit.
Get
but
over- yeah.
but Hillary's a liar. But okay. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, she is. But so is Trump. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Hell no,
Take the L.
motherfuckers!
Wake the
Man,
fuck
we should do
up.
this. We should do this every week, man.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
All right. Dear Tony and Mamba, my boyfriend Fred and I have been together for 10 years, during 5 of which we have been engaged. Although there has been no talk of actually setting a date, that doesn't bother me because I'm very unhappy in our relationship now. Fred hasn't worked in 3 years. I have been supporting him all this time, and I am losing my mind.
All right, don't even finish the question.
Hold on.
Dump him.
I am doing everything I can, and I am beyond stressed. I can't talk to him about it because he doesn't want to talk. I send out his resume, and he doesn't return any calls to the places that I call for him. I am 32, and I feel I am in a rut. What should I do? In a rut in Illinois.
Dump him. I mean, this guy is in. If she's 32, he's probably around the same age. He's not 18. Fucking dump him.
Tony?
So, let's break this down.
We don't have time to break shit down.
Line by line. So, there's a couple, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And do they live together? Are they married?
They're not married.
They're
missed that part.
engaged.
They're engaged.
Were you not paying attention?
I started paying attention about 5 sentences in.
Dude, they're not married. They've been dating. They haven't set a date. She doesn't care because she's unhappy because he doesn't have a fucking job. She applies for him with his resume and he doesn't call back.
Oh, fuck that guy. Obviously, if a guy doesn't love himself enough to better himself, then he cannot love you. So, he doesn't love you.
All right?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep. That's
All right.
it. Dump him.
All right. Our very, very, very last segment of
Call
the
Mamba.
day.
He's, oh, fuck. No, don't call Mamba.
He doesn't have a job either.
Force the habit.
I do have a job.
No, I'm so used to like, oh, give Mama your number. You know, but I
yeah.
forgot that, you're committed now.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's
all
right.
right, well, sorry.
My bad. I thought you didn't have a job.
Dump
Anyway.
him, be single.
Just give it just in case.
That's a backup.
As a backup.
Give us your number.
All right, guys. Today, because the new Nintendo system came out, Tony and I, or not Tony and I, in our group messaging, I asked Tony what he thought of it.
Okay, you're gonna misconstrue it. Go ahead. You're gonna lie.
I told Tony what he thought of it, and Mom was like, "Why didn't you ask me?" And I'm like, "Cause you don't know shit about video game systems. Tony knows more than you do." He's like, "Fuck that." He's like, "I know just as much or not more, whatever the fuck."
Okay, I wasn't. My problem wasn't with Tony. I wasn't comparing myself with Tony. My problem was with you.
Well, anyway,
'Cause
you
you
made
didn't
it
ask me.
Because he
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah,
But I
you
told-
just assumed.
because I told you that Tony knew more, and which he does, and I'm 100% positive about that.
Okay, we're gonna prove that.
And we're gonna find out right now. Tony has yet to lose to you in any competition we've had.
And now we're doing video games.
So now we're doing video games, which is Tony's like ultra specialty.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get on with it.
All right,
Video
guys.
game competition.
Place your bets, folks.
We'll see who's gonna win. I placed my bet on Tony. All right. Are you guys ready? We are gonna go through.
What are the rules?
So the rules are: I'm gonna give you guys a question each, like always. No stealing. You just answer it. If you get it right, you get it right. You get it wrong, you get it wrong. You get points.
Best out of 3 or?
No, we're gonna do. I've got a bunch of questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna do best. We'll just do.
First one to reach a certain amount.
We'll do. Yeah, the first one to reach a certain amount, but
first
like.
one to get like 5 right or something.
Well, I got a little more than that. Let's do like 8.
All right, you have to keep track.
I will keep track.
Yeah, because last time we did a terrible job of keeping track.
I'll keep track.
Wait, what's the score?
I'll keep track, but I'm pretty sure Tony's already won, so there's really no point in me keeping
All right,
track.
I'm gonna keep track of my goddamn self.
All right, ready? Who wants to start? Which one do you guys want to go? Let's give Mamba a chance.
All right, let me go.
Because Mamba thinks he's the shit.
I don't.
All right, Mamba. Nintendo is named after a Japanese word meaning. What is the meaning of the word? Nintendo.
Nintendo. It's actually a Spanish word for understand.
No Nintendo.
All right, so obviously I got that one. Do you know the answer to
Hold
that?
on, let me edit
There's no stealing. So
I know there's no stealing, but
There's no stealing, but
I actually don't know the answer.
all right.
then
Turn that music
I
back
think
up.
I think it means like
Hold on.
family fun or something.
what do you call it? No, it means leave luck to heaven.
Oh.
No way I would have got that.
All right, Tony.
Yes.
True or false? Nintendo was created in 1889.
False.
True, yes. It was actually.
It is true.
I'm
What?
not
What was the year?
You know what? I'm not gonna
1889.
answer that. I'm not gonna
Oh
answer
shit! I forgot they were something else before they became
that.
a
They
video
were
game
a
company.
playing card company.
Yeah.
I won.
Nope.
I already know.
No, this is already.
No stealing.
Nope, 0-0. Ready? Mamba. Sega is the short form for which term?
Oh, I thought this was multiple. I was
No.
waiting for the
So which? So what is Sega short for?
Yes.
Tony, do you know?
Is it the Sega Master System?
No. All right.
This is like the
It's
movie. one we-
service games.
Who did I do the movie one with? That was
Me.
I did it with
Yeah, you
Junkyard.
did,
And nobody got
All right.
It was a lot of aliens, a lot of James
No, it was
Bond.
just- James Bond. All right, Tony.
Yeah.
What year was Nintendo mastermind Shigeru Miyamoto born?
Oh fuck.
All right.
It's the same year as my mom.
Where did you get these questions from?
Okay.
I made him hard
Why?
because I want to know which was the real master.
Nobody's gonna get to the.
1958. Fuck.
1952.
Fuck. Was close.
All right. Mamba,
Get it, Mamba.
what was the first home video console ever released?
The first. I'm just gonna go and say the Atari.
Was it the Intellivision? ColecoVision.
The Famicom. The Famicom. Oh,
The Magnavox Odyssey.
Oh, fucking Magnavox. I should have known that one.
Tony, who was the creator of the first home console? Like, who was the name of the person who first created it?
Fuck.
all right. Nobody's gonna know that.
Obviously it was Mr. Magnavox.
Ralph Baer.
Oh, Steve Jobs.
Tony's gonna get this one.
Well, it's not his
I
question.
know it's not his question, but he'll know this one. I'm almost positive. What is the name of the final boss in the Square RPG Kingdom Hearts?
Oh fuck, the first one.
It just says Kingdom
I think
Hearts.
it's the first one.
I know who he is. I just don't remember his name. You just played this too, right? Do you remember?
I'm not at the end yet. I'm currently playing.
Did you play it already though?
I did play, but I never finished it.
What?
Wait, no. It's the fucking that queen from fucking Cinderella.
Nope.
Who is it?
Ansem.
Fuck.
All right, Tony, you better get this one. I hope you get this one.
I hope I get one too.
What are the 3 starting Pokemon for the 2 Game Boy Advance Pokemon games?
Oh, Game Boy Advance, so not the first one.
No, Pokemon for the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games.
Game Boy Advance.
You're not
Yes.
gonna get all 3.
The 3 starters.
Yep.
So that would have been Sapphire
And Ruby.
and Ruby. So it was Chikorita. Right? Is that one of them? What? There's 3 of them. There's like little chicken. There's Trico and the little Totodile.
So you got 1.
Totodile and Trico. What the fuck?
That's it? Those are your 3 guesses? You're missing 1.
Trico.
No, okay, you got that one. You're missing 2 now.
The little alligator.
I don't. Give me names, motherfucker.
Is it a Totodile? Fuck. All right, what is it?
It's Trico, Torchic,
Torchic.
and Mudkip.
Fuck.
God, you suck. You guys
see,
suck. This is the movie.
all
Fucking
over again.
trivia all over again. All right, Mamba. True or false? The Nintendo GameCube is the first home console with broadband capabilities and a built-in hard drive.
False.
Mambo, 1-0.
I'm gonna say it was the Sega Dreamcast.
No. It was they had a hard drive. Was the Xbox?
Yeah. Exactly, it was the Xbox.
But
the Xbox.
Sega was the
Xbox.
first one that had broadband capabilities.
Not broadband, narrowband. It was 56K.
Anyway.
Okay.
Well, you got it right. It doesn't matter. It's 1-0.
Yeah. What? Irregardless.
Tony, what was the exact release date of the Microsoft Xbox, the first Xbox?
Oh,
I was waiting in line for it
shit.
outside. You worked that day.
Yeah.
Like the month and day.
Month, date, and year.
It was November. Fuck.
You just need a day and a year.
1999. Did I already fuck it up? 1990. No, 2009. Oh fuck. All I know is in November because the fucking guy got a tattoo.
I'm gonna
of
say November
9th,
5th, 2001.
2001.
November 15th, 2001. My mom just got here, so we gotta hurry the fuck up. 1-0. I got a couple more questions left, and we'll finish because I gotta get the fuck out. Mamba, what game won the 1998 Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Award for Game of the Year?
1998.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 7.
GoldenEye.
Nope. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Ah, shit. Stupid.
Tony,
Yes.
in the Nintendo series Meteoroid, what the hell are meteoroids?
Are you sure it's Meteor
Metroid.
Or Metroid, I'm sorry, Metroid.
What are they?
Yeah, what are
They're
Metroids?
aliens.
Can you be more specific?
They're like brain-eating little blobs, jellyfish.
All right,
Looking
well,
things.
I'll accept that.
What was the answer?
Parasitic alien life forms that suck up the life of any creature it sees.
All right.
Tied, 1-1. All right, next one wins.
Oh shit, Mamba. Pressure's on.
All right, Mamba. Shit. Fuck, hold on. I lost my
Tell your mom to wait.
Mamba. How many playable characters are there in Super Smash Brothers, including the unlockable ones?
The first Super Smash Brothers?
It just says Super Smash. Oh, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Melee. I'm not gonna count all of them.
You have to know all of them, the exact amount,
I mean, the exact amount?
Guess the number.
including unlockables.
All right, 27.
24.
You're both wrong. 25.
Close.
Shit, I forgot about Lucario.
All right, Tony.
Yes.
Including those from the what the fuck? I'm sorry. Including those from the new Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, how many Pokemon are there in total?
Oh shit.
Like in
the universe.
wait,
In
including
Pokemon,
those from
yes,
Ruby and Sapphire?
all of them.
So this
Pokemon.
is an old ass question then.
It doesn't matter how many Pokemon are, are in
So
total.
up until Ruby and Sapphire, how
Yeah.
many were there?
Oh yeah.
So there were 151 original, and that one added
Make this fucking quick. Hurry up.
289.
386.
All right, so we're just tied. We're tied.
Yeah, you're tight. Oh, wait, I got a couple more. We're gonna go real fast. Mamba, true or false? Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2 is the only online game for the Nintendo GameCube.
False.
That is the only.
Tony, in the N64 hit sequel Banjo-Tooie, what is the name of the boss in the Witchy World stage?
Oh, I never played that game.
Is it something with poop?
Nope.
Oh.
Mr. Patch. Mamba, true or false? The upcoming...
How do we get to all true-false questions?
Onimusha...
Collusion!
Onimusha 3.
In the upcoming?
Well, I guess...
Onimusha 3 has been out since like fucking... It's been over a year. It's been over a decade.
Well, these are all questions.
In the...
Onimusha 3 for PS2.
Oh, God. PS2.
All right, let me finish this. Takes place in France in the year 2003, or at least most of it.
True. It has John Reno in it, the guy from The Professional.
All right, Tamama wins.
Upcoming.
2-1. But I'm gonna give you the last. I'm gonna give you these last questions real quick, just so you can see, since we only have 2 left.
All right.
Tony, in the N64 RPG Paper Mario, which party member does Mario get at Lava Land Island?
Luigi.
Sushi.
Toad.
Sushi.
Oh, fuck.
Mamba, in the PS2 RPG Final Fantasy X, what is the sport that the main character Titus plays?
Oh, fuck. Blitzball.
Woo! That's correct. Mamba wins.
Oh, Mamba with the upset win.
You know what? People have talked shit this whole time, but you all can take this L and eat a dick. All right, Junkin, wrap it up so you can go.
All right, guys.
That was as bad as that movie.
It was.
Game.
All right, guys. We will check you out next week. Listen to us on listen to us on iTunes and Stitcher, also YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1, Twitter @NewKidsInThePod, also Instagram, also @NewKidsInThePod. Leave us a voicemail 774-40-NKOTP, and leave us an email newkidsinthepod@gmail.com. Tony or Mamba go.
In the world full of champions, I will take this trophy.
All right, guys. We will check you out next week.
Yeah, let the track ride and we out. Look at me, Look it up. Look it up. Can't you see? Check it out. Stay around, girl.